Before we get started, I feel the need to let out the siren call.
Ooh.
There's a bounty, right? There's 2 bounties.
Oh!
Please check your bounty board if you're interested.
I've already accepted.
Dude, that's great news.
Wait, hold on. Let me check
They
my bounty
literally, I think, went live like less than 10 minutes ago, so there's a chance we're early.
Wait.
I wanted the ultimate chicken horse one, but it's too late now. They said because you took it, it probably sucked up like 80% of the pool.
Yep.
Wait, so hold on. I have the Magic the Gathering Arena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I can do that again?
It's out in open beta now.
They never gave you the money for the other one, so you got to try a second time.
They did, actually. Now you can get more.
Oh, they did.
Anyway, we're going to play All-Star Fruit Racing, and then following that, we're going to play Golf It, assuming it works on my computer, which it looks like it does, and then we're going to play some Skribbl.
They updated the engine, so I thought it'd be worth taking another stab at it, and he tried a local recording, and it seemed like it worked.
It makes my computer sound like a jet engine, but the frame rate seems to be okay, at the very least.
That's good news.
Dude, okay. All-Star Fruit Racing. It is a crime. This game does not have a picture on the Twitch database.
I know.
There's like even a Kiwi,
the best game ever made.
A Pomelo, anything of that sort would work. It has a 60 on Metacritic. It has a 3.3 out of 10 user score.
That's what Borat calls Pamela Anderson. What is that?
The pomelo? Isn't it like it's like a grapefruit combined with a Pamela?
I think he's actually an NBA basketball
That's
star.
Carmelo.
Am I having a stroke? Is this a real fruit?
The pomelo, also known as Citrus maxima, is the largest citrus fruit from the Rutaceae family.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about that fruit before.
Citrus maxima.
I've made it to this
Are you
late
not
stage,
entertained?
this late stage of my life, and never heard of that fruit.
All right, let's get into a lobby, but I do want to touch on that because, like, when do you think, at what year in planet Earth's existence, do you think the average human being knew what an orange looked like?
Ooh, like
It's like
everyone
one
on
of the
planet Earth.
early learning fruits. I would say like 4.
Actually, wait.
Over
Can I have
50%.
Can I have a sub question here?
Yes.
What do you think the percentage of people on planet Earth right now that knows what an orange is?
I said that about cats before. I was like, or dogs. I was like, do you think anyone's ever made it to 30 and never seen a dog?
I don't believe that there's anybody who hasn't seen a picture of a dog at least by 30.
I don't know. I think there might be one.
One.
All right, sorry. I distracted from the orange discussion. You go back.
Well,
into
it was just, you know, like surely in the year 1000, the average European died without knowing what an orange looked like.
Right.
Well, they must have had scurvy. Did they die of scurvy?
Well, they had carrots. You know, you can get a lot of vitamin C out of a carrot.
Sucking the moss off of rocks, apparently.
All right, I'm obviously not talking about that tribe of people that has never had contact with other human beings.
One in the Amazon forest a couple months ago?
Yeah, they shoot like a bow at the helicopter whenever it comes by.
They never knock it down.
Okay.
Nobody knows why.
I'm inviting.
Oh, I see your lobby.
So, by the way, Jess has just clued me into an article that on the Washington Post that claims
average age of orange.
Oh, here we go. Politics.
No, yeah, here's some politics for you. 7% of all American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
It's 1 in 16 adults.
Yeah.
2 people from your average middle school class. That's pretty not good.
Yeah, that's not.
Remember, you're muting here if you can.
Yeah,
but it unmutes you every time.
Also true.
I don't like that. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, ready.
Hold on. Edit lobby. There we go. Forget easy, dude. Oh, I guess all we have is easy. All right. Random juicer. Put a couple of these up here, and then.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of juicing.
Random juicing. Ooh,
2 Coconuis.
All right, we'll give it. There. Well, that's
no. I like the 2. Give me the 2.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I like the dragster. I want to know what the dragster's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I have no idea.
So I'm not going to talk about politics stuff, but I just want to point out
that
the bizarre coincidence that happened right before. that Rob mentioned spaghetti and ketchup, and I said, "Oh, you're watching the Kavanaugh thing," and he's like, "No," and I'm like, "They just talked about spaghetti and ketchup like a minute ago. How in the hell did you randomly decide to say that right now? Of all the things." That's too weird of a coincidence.
You guys are unmuted in the fucking
Hell
game
yeah.
now.
I know, man. That's how it is now.
Yeah.
I have no game sound whatsoever.
Oh, can we lower, maybe we can lower the speech volume to 0 in the options?
This is bizarre. This is... You ever have those moments? This is going to sound very insensitive because it kind of is. But
ooh,
like,
okay, I'm ready. Yeah.
This must be like kind of what it's like to be deaf.
Well, I mean...
Why?
I guess, but you're still hearing us talk.
I'm still hearing you guys, admittedly.
Yeah.
Why is this the thing that made you think of that?
Well, because my brain was so ready for there to be sound that when there's no... Like, that feels weird, right? Like, don't you ever have those moments where you're like, did I just go blind? Or like, did I just go deaf?
Right. It's like you hit a bump in your car, but then there's no bump, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, like my brain is wrong.
I'm ready for the bump, and it never showed up.
How did you jump in front of me? What is that about?
You talking to me?
I'm fast.
Oh, I'm talking about Nicholas.
How do you
try being fast, and then you'll jump in front of me.
Wait, how do you use powers?
Yeah, how do you use your power up?
Right stick click.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, right, of course.
No wonder this has a 3.3
It says it at the top of the
10.
screen, you doofus.
Does it?
Mine is just blinking it over and over because I've been holding on to an object for ages.
I got a water. Oh, fuck! I put you in a
You put me in a dewdrop. That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah. Raindrop, drop top.
Keeps falling on my head.
I don't know about you guys, but now that there's no game sound, I feel like so much more pressure to not have any dead air whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to blow your mind. I've got game sound right now.
Well, then how'd you do it?
I turned on the game.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Anything.
I had my ultimate, and then when I pressed the button, my lady started pumping at one of those like handheld balloon pumpers, and nothing happened. So I think
maybe you need a Digital Storm restart.
Dude, you're telling me.
I think it might be because you reinstalled Golfit, actually.
You think that's it?
Oh, no.
I will say,
it's the Green Man curse.
I was very nervous about Golfit because when I clicked install, it said, okay, preparing to install. And it said that for about 20 minutes. And then after that, it said preparing to launch instantaneously. And then it stood there for about 20 minutes. And then it was like, okay, now you can play. It's like it installed
Keeping in mind, this whole exchange took place over about 5 minutes on Discord.
Dude, I'm telling you, as soon as you said check Golfit, I installed it, but it took forever.
So, dude, actually, speaking of sound issues, I installed Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Right.
Not because I own it, but because I'm currently paying for EA Origin Access or whatever.
Was that like a Madden? There was a Madden reason? Okay.
It was to get Madden early, but then I forgot to not renew it.
That's how they get you.
It's
That's why it's Spotify for 3 months.
It's me and HBO.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I was playing some Battlefront 2 earlier. And, you know, it's basically as listed. However, sometimes when I'm in a match, I'm battling, and then all of a sudden all the sound just ends, and you have to restart the game to turn it back on. It happened twice in just the couple hours that I've been playing today.
The game's only been out for like a year or something.
Yeah, they're still working out the kinks in the Frostbite engine.
See, I looked it up, and turns out that bug's been around literally since release. Never been fixed.
Well, they don't have the cache anymore because of the
they took away the stupid gamers took away the loot boxes, left nothing for the devs.
You know,
Honestly, it's your fault.
EA should have another open letter, you know, to their fans and tell them, hey, you guys love loot boxes, right?
They took away my constitutional right to pay $70 and unlock Darth Vader on day one.
It's for player choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, skip the grind. You hate the grind, right, Rob?
Oh, I hate it. Hate it.
I specifically buy RPGs just to not play them.
At DICE, they're there, and they're like, we literally have no choice but to put the grind into the game.
Yep.
Wouldn't you rather just have the option to spend $25 and ignore it? Or have to pay $25 for a chance to ignore it?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they're doing the world a service. is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's an online service, games as service.
Right, exactly. So that's good.
Stop being in front of me.
Nah.
Why? It's a very bold decision to go for a 5-lap race instead of a 3-lap race.
You just wait for Kokonui. It's going to change your world.
This is Kokonui, isn't it?
No, you're right. It is.
Look at all these Kokonuis over here.
There's a lot of Kokonuis all over the place.
I really just like the word mostly. Oh, it was Milk Lake that I loved more than this.
Milk Lake.
I would like to have some sound, please.
Dude,
sound!
Oh, hey!
Just it took 2 alt tabs. We got it.
Oh, that's good.
Thank God.
Can we get into the audio from here?
No, probably not.
Doubtful.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that the 3 of us at the top there?
That is the 3 of us at the top.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty much crushing it right now.
The game is a little easy, admittedly.
They put Peach on the
You're telling me
on the front part.
All-Star Fruit Racing is a casual racing game?
I just wonder, like, who...
Oh, it booted me.
It booted you?
Oh. That's weird.
It booted me as well with a fatal error.
Oh. All right. Well,
If you lose, this is gonna be real embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Connection to the host has been lost.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you know.
If
Does that
you
count as a loss?
if you open up the options menu, it just destroys the Discord call for about 6 seconds.
Oh, good.
Remember that time we almost finished Pummel Party yesterday, and then Malf literally quit the game?
Yeah. He just didn't want to play.
What happens?
He was in the menu, and he thought that the quit button meant quit the menu, but instead it quit the overall game.
But he was trying to get to the options or something because he needed to fix something on
with
his
like
screen.
1 turn left in the game.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right, I'm gonna start settings, audio, and maybe nope, there is nothing for you to lower voice volume to 0. That's okay. But if we're being realistic, it's probably the last time we're ever playing this game on the show. So
I was very surprised that you brought it up as something to play.
it was just it was on like the back burner. I was like, you know, we could get one more segment out of this.
Yeah.
All right, the lobby is up again.
That's hilarious. I keep changing the resolution and stuff, and it's just fucking the call to death.
I always love fucking to death, you know?
No.
How was your...
No, I don't.
How was the show yesterday, friends?
It was okay.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. It was okay.
I was trying to change the resolution, so
dude, I can...
Yeah.
You are speaking my language.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you get it.
Now. Oh, man. How was Pummel Party for the second time?
I mean, we did the other map, and it's like a dune map where sandworms come and eat you, so that was pretty cool. But, you know, we've seen like all of the games at this point. But you'll be happy to know that there was a hotfix that fixed a couple of the things that we had problems with.
The chopper game sorted since yesterday.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they did. They pushed a patch already last night that made the ceiling loop to the floor, like I said. So you're literally listening.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Highly fair, because that game was not in the greatest place.
It was the worst game.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, they fixed it so that in the wizard game, now it's very clear that you have health. So you... instead of just like being in the lava and then being like, why am I not dead? And they also changed the element game where you paint the ground so that it's like a cumulative score.
Oh, okay. That's wow. They really. I think they must have watched the show.
I believe they did, considering they changed the chopper game in one day.
That's what I was saying.
Awesome.
They should really subscribe. Because otherwise, you're basically stealing the ideas that we had on the show and using them for your own financial benefit, so...
You're saying if they get a financial benefit, we should also get a financial benefit?
I'm saying that's the way the world works.
Right, yeah.
Just give us a bounty, I guess.
You know what? If you tossed a bounty out there, all is forgiven.
But you have to selectively give it to only us, though.
Yeah.
Right, of course, yeah. It's very important. No, that's great. I was mistaken on the first day and it is not actually early access. That's like the release.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're obviously paying attention to what people are saying about it, though. So, that's positive.
I hope they continue to add more games to it, because for a final version, that does seem a little lacking.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Total diversity.
I agree. Yeah. But
However,
it's
the
cool.
polish way higher than the other one.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
dude,
yeah.
it's not even close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, each game is the equivalent of every game in all of the other ones, based on how much time they
Well, it's
probably
what,
spent.
like I was telling you, there is not, as bad as some of the games in Pummel Party can be, there is not a single game in that pack I would choose to play a game in Panic
Right,
Party
Party
over
Panic.
Party Panic. That's it. Oh my god. Did they both have to be alliterative PP names? Like,
Yeah. No. I agree, and also, I do want to give the devs of Party Panic a little bit of leeway in that. Remember, that game did not launch with a board game.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right, didn't
It was just a mini game pack. So like,
It's hard to remember, but it was at one point even worse than it is now.
And they added loot crates, too, which is pretty cool.
That's true. I do like a free loot crate, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
who
never
doesn't?
hated them.
it's only when they're incentivized for real
Like,
money.
Gambling mechanics in games are actually hilariously fun. It's just
Yeah.
when you charge money for them.
Okay, so I'm gonna take some heat for this, and I think that heat is totally fair and
You
deserved.
already said you played Battlefront 2, Rob.
Well,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna double down here a little bit. I played with their new progression system. It's actually pretty cool, like the way that they have it set up right now.
You're pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
You're
The
welcome.
new progression system that you don't have to pay for is actually pretty decent. The only problem is you still have the issue of the people who played longer are just stronger.
Yeah.
So
Longer and stronger.
Yeah.
The NLSS story.
exactly, yeah.
Is it though? I think it's like older and softer. At least that's the story of my life on Twitch.
Yeah.
Dude,
My
I
muscles
don't know.
are pretty atrophied.
I feel like this show has gotten way more hardcore as time has
Edgier.
gone on. Yeah,
It's just way more honest. Like, I don't understand, like, I watch some other shows and someone will be like, my balls are itchy. And then people are like, you can't say that. I'm like, why not? It's not like,
Yeah.
I don't understand the issue. I guess if you're trying to maintain, like, a family-friendly aesthetic, but,
yeah.
some people will be like, I pooped yesterday. And the other people in the call are like, I'm eating.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, I don't really want to hear about when you guys poop, but we talk about it anyway.
But
I haven't pooped yet today. If you wanted to know that information.
I did poop today.
Oh,
In case
how
you
was
wanted
that?
to know that. I gotta be honest, it wasn't my most satisfying poop.
That's a shame.
I sat down
I
and let out...
mentioned that I didn't want to talk about
Well, are
it.
you eating right now?
Yes.
Okay, well, I will
Oh, well.
describe it in gory details
Are you
then.
eating chocolate pudding?
Yeah, hummus,
I am eating small brown spheres.
curried black
Ooh.
beans.
Does it come out for like in spheres? For
Yeah, I'm a deer.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I'm a bitch and a lover.
I'm a lover.
Yeah.
Rob's a child
Tag yourself.
with no mother. No, that's
Yeah.
not right.
I'm a sinner. I'm a saint.
Yeah. We all know
Anyway,
this song.
I sat down and I let out like a 10-second long fart,
Yeah.
and then the poop was like, and then it was done.
Dude.
And I was like, dude, I budgeted like a whole cup of coffee for this poop, and like now
You
it's
know
just
what it
done.
is? You're on that vegetarian diet
You
right now.
are
You're using all of the
100%
energy.
correct.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I think what it is, I'm eating so much fiber that
Yeah.
like literally the beans are just like fermenting in my colon. They're breaking down before they can become poop.
You're gonna get drunk.
Dude, that's honestly been my end game here.
Hey,
Vegan,
can you guys
vegan
hear me?
drunk. I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't remember whether I unmuted or not. Sorry.
I don't like these low meat diets because I feel like your intestinal tract's just gonna atrophy over time.
I don't.
You
think
need something
this-
to bind them up, so you gotta push a little bit. Otherwise, what's
yeah.
the muscle left?
I mean, I still have to push, or I
Mm,
like to push it.
It sounded like you didn't have to very hard.
Maybe I'm an idiot, and by maybe I mean I definitely am. But I wasn't aware of this. Did you guys know that cats are what is known as an obligate carnivore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. And I've seen people be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna feed my cat a vegetarian diet."
Yeah,
no, you
definitely.
will literally kill your
Shouldn't
cat.
do that.
That is,
It'll
you should
die.
not be a pet owner if you do that. If you're like, here's what my pet needs to survive, but my pet's a vegan. Like, no, it's not. It's like a killing machine.
I can't.
I'm pretty sure there's people in California that say that kind of stuff.
It's a soft and cuddly killing machine. Like, even while I was, or while I have been, like, not eating meat or eating as much, I was giving the cats wet food every single day. And that's just, like, the grossest meat. It's like, you know, rabbit liver and stuff like that.
Ew.
Have at it.
They need it, man. It's
What
weird.
did
I
you
didn't
do to
realize,
me?
Like, you know, like a dog, you could sort of get away with giving a dog only vegetables, but you also shouldn't.
Yeah.
Some dogs eat rocks.
You probably
True.
shouldn't do that either.
Yeah, that's not good.
Is that one of
for
those
them,
things where it's like when they eat it, it like, it's like they're
Okay.
craving a mineral
Helps their
or something like
digestion.
that?
It
Yeah.
breaks down the shit in their stomach because it like jangles around.
Oh, you
in
know,
there.
it's like one of those dryer balls you put in the dryer.
Yeah,
and then
actually.
Dude, that's we
Don't
should
feed
all
your
start.
dogs dryer balls.
Yeah, get some rocks, dude. A couple pebbles, you know, maybe some granite.
Oh,
They could be fruity pebbles.
I think I won.
That's good. Yeah, you're playing a guitar.
I don't know. It was a 5-lap race, but it's also an
There's
elimination.
elimination.
Yeah, so that's very strange. What a game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna kick us out again?
I don't think so. I honestly think it was because I alt-tabbed. And then when it came back in, it was like, give him the sound, and then the game was like,
Yeah.
oh, something's changed. Crash.
I changed it to windowed mode. It seems a lot better now, so maybe do that if you haven't.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
I will say my cats have eaten things that are not meat, but
Yeah.
it's always
Like
an accident.
spiders?
No, they
It-
eat
it
like
just can't.
a lot of cardboard, and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
any uncovered fruits, they will eat before you can even notice. Like if you leave some uncovered blueberries around, they're gonna be half gone.
Well, I
I
saw
don't
a cow
recommend
eat a
this.
chick once. Sorry, go on.
Chick?
Yeah, like a little baby chicken.
Oh,
I've told the story many times.
I thought you meant a broad.
A dame, you mean? Is that what you're referring to?
I'm getting speech jam from the in-game.
Oh yeah,
VOIP.
yeah. I thought you were
I don't
offended by my
recommend-
use of the
No.
word broad.
It's the 50s. I'll get over it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I don't recommend you do this, but in the event that your cat eats a bunch of strings, sometimes they
Oh,
poop
yeah.
out like a string poop,
Right.
where it's just like a poop on a string.
Wait, isn't
that's one of
that's
the
the end
funny
of the
things
lesson?
cats do.
Is don't let him do that.
Well, you don't want to get that in there because like it can bind up their insides, and you know if it doesn't go well, it could
Yeah.
be bad for them.
No, Mathis was always telling me about that. This is a one-lap
He's eating
race.
string now?
Well, yeah, I think like his ex-girlfriend is a veterinarian or something like that.
Who is?
Yeah, I don't really know the Mathis story very well.
Yeah, it's lore.
He's very like enigmatic
Very
He
true.
is, yeah.
because he lives in the shadows. Really, you've seen him on the podcast.
Well, he lives in the Shadow Realm for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
In Austin.
Most
In the
time.
dark with the hoodie on. I think he might be in Assassin's Creed.
How did we lose to the AI by 4 seconds?
I got hit with a bunch of shit at the end.
I feel there must have been a shortcut that they knew about or something. Like, I have no idea.
Oh, I heard you in game say that.
Thank you for gifting a sub.
Oh shit! Right, you guys can hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
One of my friends, he told me definitely my least favorite like pet ate something story. He told me, I mean, I'll just give you the nitty gritty, that he had protected intercourse with his girlfriend, and then
That's
like
good.
Wrap it up.
they couldn't find the condom,
Condom.
and then
Yeah.
like 2 days
It was
later,
lost in her.
the dog shit it out on their front.
Oh!
And I was like, dude, you gotta like care for your animal more than that.
Well, okay, hold on. Now,
That's not okay.
I'm wondering, right? So, cats, obligate carnivore,
Right.
Can they subsist on just cum?
See, now that's disgusting.
Oh
I'm
my
eating.
god.
Well,
I wasn't ready for
I mean,
that.
there's protein in there, right? Like, it's, you know.
yeah, but it's not meat. Well, you know what? What makes some right yet? It needs some water, sunlight. What does being an obligate carnivore mean? You can only
I don't
eat
know.
meat, but what if you made a plant that grew an exact nutritional replica of meat. Surely they could eat that.
Like a bean paste.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I forgot. What's the question?
Well, it's like...
Can the cat eat a plant?
I guess the question is, like, are they obligate carnivores, or is it just that meat gives them, like, by and large, exactly what they need? It's not like if they eat, like, a grain of rice, they're gonna explode, obviously.
I get kind of antsy if I don't eat meat every so often.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like a little off.
You know, honestly, me too.
Probably is.
It's not, like, bad or anything, but I feel like I'm not quite myself or something. Like, I'm not all the way there.
Might be like a B12 sort of deficiency.
I also just like eating meat, too, so maybe it just makes me happy.
Right, yeah.
It could also just be like, you know, if you haven't eaten meat in a while, you maybe just didn't have other foods that had protein in it.
I think, like, it depends also, yeah, like what your diet is made up of if you go vegetarian or vegan.
It's like mostly Reese's Cups, and then sometimes, like, a steak.
Well, that's pretty much what you need, so...
Yeah, that's... You know.
I got the 2 basic food groups covered. Peanut butter and chocolate.
Right. I mean, that's carbs, protein, and fat. Those 3 right there.
There you go. Yeah.
It's got all 3 of the vitamins and minerals you need.
Yay!
Yeah, so... Let's see. I had another idea. There was Catcom.
Here, well, I got one for you while you're thinking.
Okay.
I don't want to do cum talk today.
Because cats almost exclusively should or do eat meat, we should stop calling it keto and start calling it catto.
Okay, I like that.
All right, and then you may proceed now.
Ooh, yeah, I haven't thought of it yet, though. So, it was there, though. Give me another one.
Instead of calling it a low-carb diet, we should call it a low-cat diet.
Oh, actually, no, I remembered what it was. Somebody brought it up in my chat. Did you guys see the video from, like, this Australian morning news show where this lady came on and she was like, yeah, I've trained my dog to be vegetarian. He loves vegetables and he'll eat vegetables over meat. And they put out 2 dog bowls, one filled with, like, nutritious vegetable slop and some meat in another bowl.
Yeah.
And he goes over, he looks at the vegetables, and he's like, nah, and just goes and eats the entire bowl of meat. Oh, man, it's great.
I'm sorry.
It's almost like training was just not giving it to him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm sorry to be judgmental, but that's one of those things where, like, if you care that much about your pet's diet, and not even being healthy, but, like, reshaping it in your own image, you have too much time on your hands.
You want your pet to be ethical.
Exactly.
Right,
You're gonna be like, my dog is a liberal too. Like, you need another hobby is what you need at that point. You need to, like, I don't know, you need to take up crocheting or decoupage.
Have a kid.
Or, I don't know, start running or something. You need to suck up a lot of time because you clearly have too much of it right now if you're making a meal plan for your dog.
Just a selfish pet owner.
Yeah, just have a baby instead. Exactly correct.
That's okay to have value judgments on.
Yeah, you can train him however you want, you know? Just get like 6 religions in him at once.
Do you call it training for children? You teach them stuff, but do you train them?
Yeah,
that implies, like, they're obedient.
I wish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was that one guy who wanted to prove that if you teach a child early enough, they can become a genius in whatever they do, and he was like,
no, you gotta let them listen to, like, Mozart for that.
Yeah, it's Mozart in the womb. 100% efficiency.
That definitely, obviously.
100%.
And while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, my sister-in-law did it, but I gotta tell you, her 2-year-old is... I mean, by 2-year-old standards, she's really smart, but by, like, adult standards, not all there.
Right, yeah.
Maybe she sucked up all the information back into herself, like a Mozart Shang Tsung.
She just got, like, a really, really smart womb now.
Yeah, and then the next one will be, like, way out there.
Right, that makes sense, actually.
I don't know.
You never know, I guess. I mean, I definitely...
Actually,
I think it's clear none of us know.
Yeah, that's a great question that I should ask, is do you guys think wombs retain knowledge?
Absolutely not.
Right?
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
That's why you eat the placenta. Pseudoscience tunnel jumper. We're having fun with it.
You guys gonna eat the placenta?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Can I put it in, like, a pineapple glaze?
I think. I mean, it's your placenta,
Cremon
right?
glaze?
It's not my placenta. It's technically the child's.
I don't know. The child can't own anything until it's like, you know, at least 5.
What if you
Whose
save it
placenta
for you?
is it?
It's 51% the mother's placenta and 49% yours.
I feel like it's like 33.3% ownership across the father, mother, and child.
Well, then you've got a majority if you want. The board of directors cannot stop you from eating that placenta if you want to.
I mean, that kid was not involved in that placenta.
Right, yeah,
Other
it's
than
not-
living in it, you know?
It was attached.
It's actually, it's a rental placenta. It's a placenta.
Right, exactly.
You're just borrowing it and taking advantage of it.
Florenta?
Exactly.
It's a rental
Yeah, really.
placenta.
The parents are the landlords to the child.
Absolutely correct.
You should pay back taxes at some point.
Oh, you kind of do when they get old, right?
Yeah, I suppose that's
Dude,
true.
so, you know, you ever think about, like, you know, there's an expectation that we take care of our parents when they get older.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems like it sucks. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they got like the best of everything through their whole generation, and then we got shit on our whole lives. So let's also take care of them at the end of their lives.
yeah, dude, but if
That's
we
fair.
have kids, we might actually live to be like 110 years old.
Yeah.
Those
God.
kids are screwed, and it rules. But then their kids will, probably the Earth will be too inhospitable to inhabit at that point. But like, you know, in outer space, it's gonna own. If you're 90,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, another 60 years of, you probably just work until you die. Anyway, the point is, like, we might still be in the sweet spot. The second sweetest spot.
I was thinking about the ocean getting too high.
Yeah.
And I think I solved it, and it
Oh,
seems
no.
really
Okay.
east.
Well, just boil some of the water off.
No.
Oh, get a couple of straws across the eastern seaboard.
No, that's
right?
dumb. You know the San Andreas Fault, right? It's like this big deep hole that's got like a bunch of edges to it.
Right, right.
I've heard
Why
of
don't we
it.
just like blow that shit up and make the ocean deeper there, and then the ocean will just sink again?
That'll probably be good for California, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean California and the whole west coast of the United States and Canada are going to be destroyed at that point. But
Right, right.
it would be a net gain to save the rest of the world.
I feel like that's how you get a Waterworld situation. And
Why?
does anyone want a Waterworld situation?
Hear me
that
out
movie
here.
wasn't very good.
Okay, what if we just built a wall around a large state, and we built it, like, I'm talking like a 300-foot wall around,
Oh my god,
like,
that's an awesome
okay.
idea.
around
Yeah.
North Dakota,
Can we put giants in it?
and then we just put all of the water there.
Oh, okay. Oh, also Wreck Attack.
All the
I
water
like
in
that.
that state?
Yeah, yeah.
That'll fit.
We just
That's the
fill
opposite
this,
of what I thought it
we
was
just
gonna-
make Wyoming into a big swimming pool.
What if we, okay, hear me out. What if we build a massive wall in the middle of a desert that no one crosses?
I don't understand.
You
What,
know,
like in
It's not-
Egypt?
well, I was thinking
Yeah,
like
are you
more
talking
of,
about
like,
the Red
Sahara.
Sea?
The Sahara.
No,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do it in the Sahara because first off, it'll get muddy, Robert.
Yeah, it's too
Right.
hot there for water to be.
It's all gonna boil off and lead to more heat being trapped by the atmosphere.
It'll
Either
just go
way,
up into clouds. Like
that-
nobody wants
that's
more clouds.
also where Elon is gonna put the solar cells
Oh, yeah.
to generate renewable clean energy for the populace of planet Earth.
Well, that would be good.
Whoa.
I'd like that.
We already have clean coal. Do we really need more clean energy?
Dude, speaking of Elon, did I bring this up on the show that JAXA, the Japanese space agency, I know that's their actual name, they landed on a fucking asteroid,
I
dude.
did. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
How's
awesome.
Bruce Willis? Is he doing good?
Crawling
I've-
around.
Yeah.
He's crawling around and taking photos that, to be honest with you, look pretty bad. But you got to be like, I understand why. It is on an asteroid hurtling through outer space right now.
They brought bombs. They're blowing it up, too. Or blowing off bits of it, anyway.
The thing is, it's easier to teach a robot to be an astronaut than it is to teach a robot to drill.
Yeah, that's...
I saw the tweet.
Why?
I didn't know it was from JAXA, but there's
Yeah.
a photo from a robot on a spinning asteroid traveling at like 800 kilometers a second through outer space.
Yeah.
And it took a photo, and they said, "Our apologies, the photo's blurry." And I said, you know what? That's all right, guys.
That's very polite.
You're doing
That
okay.
does seem very.
I understand why it's blurry. Like, I take stationary photos that turn out blurry. You put a robot on a rock, like a supersonic rock, spinning and flying through outer space.
Yeah.
You know, would be an absolutely fantastic ad for the new Samsung Note 9.
It would be.
To take that photo, design it so it looks proper, and then be like, they should have used the Galaxy Note 9. The Samsung Note 9, and then they could have had a perfect photo, but they didn't. Oh well.
Dude, okay.
Return to lobby, please.
Oh,
I think that was the final race.
Oh, okay. So, hear me out.
Yeah.
You know the Voyager, right?
That's
the Star Trek?
The satellite that is like past the solar system now.
Yeah. It's outside of the solar system, and Nick, you left the lobby, by the way.
I don't know what happened with that.
All right.
It just kind of started loading, and then I was somewhere else.
I sent you an invite.
Well,
Yep.
so they loaded up, they loaded up the Voyager with a bunch of shit, like, a plaque and some Beatles songs and shit like that, right?
Better be the good ones.
If we launched another one of those today,
yes,
what
we
would
would
put
put
on there?
Gucci Gang.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of getting at, right? Because it's the most popular track on there, right? Out there in the world. You got to put Gucci Gang in there. Aliens get to hear it for the first time.
Oh, I think they should put death grips on it. Let the aliens know we're capable of advanced polyrhythms.
What
It's
if
actually not a bad idea. I mean, having an advanced and sophisticated understanding of music probably speaks to a good communication articulation. So I would say that's a good idea to tell
You know
them
what we
that.
should do? We should just put
Dillinger.
we should put a gun on it. So when they pick it up, they're like, "Oh shit, these guys aren't fucking around."
Yeah, and then put a note on the gun, and it says, "We don't call the Galactic Police."
The implication being
vigilante justice.
Yeah, we just, you can't trust the police.
As
first.
an Earthling man, born in August.
Oh yeah.
Oh, excuse me. You were driving underneath me?
Did you? I think you shot me in the middle of the air.
I don't know what happened there. Oh,
Bye, Rob.
Yeah, I'm dead. Rip. Why did
There's
I
also no
die?
music in this one.
because you were
Because you were in last place, I guess.
yeah, last or second last.
I wasn't. I died, and other cars passed me after I died.
Oh, maybe you need to collect more fruit in this one.
Yeah, what kind of fruit did you have access to at the time?
I don't know. I just used up a power, so
Maybe that's the problem. Should have kept your
could have
fruit.
been. Yeah.
Dude, you're right. We should send Ram Ranch up there.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Glebe Glorp. 18 cock-thirsty aliens getting fucked in their sleep, in their cryo sleep.
We should just
Glorp
send up,
Ranch.
Independence Day, Alien, Prometheus.
Yeah.
And Bob.
Let them know how we really feel about them.
We're very afraid of aliens.
We really are.
You know what movie doesn't make you afraid of aliens?
Close
Ram
Encounters of the Third Kind.
Sort of, but it's still like
Extraterrestrial.
I mean, they ruined Richard Dreyfuss's life. The dude was making
Ranchers?
mashed potato mountains.
Mm.
Like he lost.
Oh,
his damn mind.
that's Cocoon.
I haven't seen Cocoon, but I have read the synopsis on Wikipedia.
Or
It is not good.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Good
say
movie.
Species, because it's like
Species.
You guys see Species with Natasha Henstridge? She's a lead actress from Ghost of Mars.
If we
Yeah.
just put gay porn in the time capsule, would they think that that's how our physiology works?
I mean, it
Probably.
is how it works.
I mean, they searched a lot of our buttholes already, right?
Are you implying that it's not how it works?
No, I mean, like, if we want to... Sorry, I didn't put that in proper context. Like, that's how maybe they think we have babies or something.
yeah, they would think like boy babies are from boys having sex with boys, and girl babies are from girls having sex with girls.
Holy shit. That would just be two different human species on planet Earth.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Living relatively peacefully with another intelligent species. Good one, Denny
It's so
Villeneuve.
weird.
Well, I mean,
A
we
boy
didn't
could get you
eat all
pregnant.
of the other ones that lived on Earth.
Right. Well, I mean, there's no other intelligent species on Earth. I'm sorry if that's controversial.
The jellyfish.
Hey, I'm as a Proto-European, I have 2% Neanderthal DNA in my body right now.
Oh,
so.
but maybe we just don't know how. The IQ test is designed to measure human intelligence. We don't know. Maybe dolphins are really smart in their own dolphin sort of way.
Some people talk to them.
You know, they fuck each other in the blowhole sometimes.
I mean, if we use that as
sign
a
of
measurement
intelligence.
of stupidity, human beings would be like way down there.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean way up there?
Well, I mean, we would be way up there on the stupidity scale.
If dolphins put their dicks in each other's blowholes and people put iron rods down their penis urethras,
Their penis urethras.
as
you don't wanna
opposed
get
to the
Billy!
other urethras.
Right.
Are you putting a steel rod in your penis urethra again?
I told you, only the one in the ear.
No, bud, I ain't doing it again.
No, this was like a mother-son situation. I didn't
Oh.
realize. Now you've got it like two platonic
I thought it was Bert
roommates.
and Ernie.
Yeah,
Oh,
it sounded
okay.
like Bert and Ernie, yeah. That's-
Are we stuck loading?
I mean, I think I won, but the race hasn't decided it's over yet.
Oh, I'm loading.
I'm loading.
Oh, you
Actually, I'm hearing sound effects and cars moving.
yeah, you
but
guys
I'm-
me too.
just started driving, and now the
Nope.
race is over.
All right. You know.
As I informed you, I cannot be defeated.
Yeah, clearly. I guess I'll Alt F4?
Are you
Yeah,
still
sounds like a
loading,
good
or what's
time.
going on?
Still loading.
Yeah.
Do you see Frozen Castle?
Oh,
Yep.
now I do.
Oh,
Okay.
it just worked.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Let's go.
So I think she says, "Let's win" in a very creepy voice. I don't know if I like that. You guys, what do you guys think? What's the over/under on this game being just a money laundering operation?
No, don't
Probably
be mean.
0. But
You think so?
I do sort of wonder, like, what inspires you to... You have to know as you're making this. Like, it's not as good as Sonic. It's not as good as Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And your gimmick is that there's fruits. So, like, you just wonder, like, there must have been a huge case of burnout there. Like, who at the studio was like, nah, I really believe in all-star fruit racing.
Criterion was burnout.
Honestly, what this feels like to me, because it's out on Switch, is they went, hey, if we can get, like, a kart racer out on Switch, all the people
Right.
that already own Mario Kart might consider picking it up, and then we can make money just by existing before it gets super saturated.
Yeah, that's a great point. Plus, we are playing it, so I mean, it does show that there is a void in the market as far as
I
kart
mean,
racing is
we
concerned.
bought it.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
man.
see the cynicism here. I think it's just like a kind of chill, silly little racing game.
I think it's
fine, yeah.
okay, yeah. I got nothing against it, really. It's just...
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
What?
I
I
got-
hit an invisible ceiling?
Same.
Well, you must be bad. I think that's a foul in the MLB.
I watched that part of yesterday's show.
Yeah.
I was reading about
That-
baseball today.
Were you?
Why
Yeah.
were you doing that?
Oh, I was in bed, and I went to r/movies, and there was a post that was like, Moneyball is so good. And I clicked on it because I was like, hell yeah, it is. And then I was reading the discourse, and I was reading about, you know, how the movie focuses so much on, like, the players who were undervalued, but not so much on the superstars that the Oakland Athletics had, including Miguel Tejada, the Major League Baseball MVP that year. So then I was like, why does everyone hate the LA Dodgers? And I Googled LA Dodgers, or I Googled why does everyone hate the LA Dodgers? And then I, you know, followed that down the rabbit hole for like 15 minutes, and then here I am.
Did you get back to when they left New York?
Yeah, I way back in like 1958 or something like that. It's so, dude, apparently that story is like you won't. That's the whole gist of the entire story, is them being like,
Really?
hey, give us a new stadium, or give us the ability to buy land to build a new stadium, or we'll leave. And they're like, no, you won't. And then they did.
Yeah, that does tend to happen. I mean, it just happened with the Chargers, right? And the Raiders, too, in the
Yeah.
NFL. So, you know.
People,
I think the Rams just didn't want to be there anymore.
people in chat keep going, they're talking about my video. Oh, fatal error, by the way.
Oh.
My video with Mathis where we played the Hunt Showdown.
Uh-huh.
And they just keep putting like question marks, and I'm like, what's the question mark for? I don't get what the question mark is for. It's in the video. It's a video. It speaks for itself.
How was the Hunt Showdown, by the way?
I think it's okay.
I am actually kind of excited for that game to be finished because it's kind of up my alley in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I think that it's kind of. Do they have more than just the spider boss in yet?
There are 2 bosses.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
I watched Krendor play it like 6 months ago. It crashed every 5 minutes. I hope it's better now.
It never crashed for me, but I mean, I guess there's problems with it to some extent.
Yeah.
It seems...
And people camped everything.
Yeah, but I kind of like that. It's like a methodical kind of like competitive multiplayer game, but
yeah.
Anyway. You guys want to just move on to Golf It?
Kinda, yeah.
Sick.
Do we have other people for Golf It?
Let me check. No. Not that I know. Not that I
Austin
know
got
of.
mad at us yesterday for going on early.
Who did?
Sorry, did I say Mathis? I meant Austin.
Oh, you got mad. Oh, because of the Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, there's like a ton of unlockables. I didn't even know.
Golf. Tee it up.
Part customization. Apparently, you should play the single player for fruit racing because it unlocks all kinds of new car parts.
Yeah, that sounds like something that'll happen.
There's a maple leaf. You just have to win the bronze Cocoa Cup. I'm sure you can do that.
All I gotta do is put 2 hours into All-Star Fruit Racing single player.
I'll do it.
And I could get a a decal for my go-kart.
I think it's fun.
Dude.
You ever play Mod Nation Racers? That game is my shit. You customize everything. You can make tracks, characters, carts, and everything's unlockable. It's like Little Big Planet.
Look,
Wish they brought that to PC.
If I was to play a racing game right now, it would be F1 or the new Forza that is getting absurdly good reviews.
Apparently, every car has a skill tree in that game.
Really?
Now
Which
you
sounds
got it.
awesome.
You're speaking my language.
That is actually cool. Like I like.
What
that.
about Dakar 8?
Is that a
Star
rally
Trek?
game?
It's the massive open world rally game where they don't give you tracks, they give you directions, and you have to like figure out where you're going, and sometimes your car gets stuck, and you got to dig holes under the wheels and put planks there to drive out.
Is it good?
It's got mixed reviews. I might play it anyway, though.
Mm.
I really like those games where you just kind of get lost in a massive area, and then you got to kind of find your way through.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Can I transform into a robot?
Chat says it's awful.
See, like in Forza, it's got like a 93 on Metacritic.
I want it to be awful. That sucks.
It's got like a really good score.
Yeah,
Options,
well, you know, you never know.
custom resolution.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
did they add a baseline into this?
I don't know.
I don't
hear
recall
one.
having ever heard this baseline before.
I don't hear one right now, to be honest with you.
Are you at the main menu?
Yeah. I ain't hear shit.
Yeah, I had to change the resolution. It also destroyed the call for a while, but I'm back now.
All right, I'm hosting. And private. I don't even remember what hot seat means. Players Infinity.
Hot seat is when you're locally playing and you switch the person who's in front of the computer.
Oh, they get into the seat that is hot.
Right. That makes sense.
Robert, I do not see you online, and as a result, cannot invite you.
Give me uno momento, senorino.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Join in game. Hold on. I'll be in there in a sec.
I mean, if you, oh, dude, even better.
There you go. Boom. I always like to skip the middleman. Just go right to join game.
I could not be happier as a result of your choice.
Yeah.
Did you know you gain experience in Forza for streaming on Mixer? Dude, that's really funny. But hey, I mean, it's Microsoft, you know?
I kind of want to destroy something from hearing that. I don't know why I'm so mad.
I don't know if I hate that or maybe
No,
like
you.
that.
It's
I
kind
think
of
you
hilarious.
absolutely hate it.
Why?
Oh, well, okay, so hear me out.
Ah!
It's not inherently a bad idea. Like, if Twitch did something like that with something, then it would just get more people on the platform.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Fuck off.
But why?
Not you guys. I just mean the concept in general of incentivizing a streaming platform by making the game easier because of that. I don't like that at all.
I assume it's if you stream Forza. Like if you stream League of Legends, you get to level 99 in Forza.
It's not okay.
I mean, it's an interesting solution to the not being able to have a loot box problem, I suppose.
No.
Is it?
It's interesting. I'm
actually with Rob. Is like I have no idea if I like it or dislike it, but I do find it compelling at least.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how that works.
It sets a kind of an awkward precedent that they can fuck with game mechanics based on external meta stimuli that have nothing to do with the game.
Well, you're right, but they already have been doing that for like a decade now. So like,
so there's no time like the present to plant a tree or whatever Fox says. That's the way it goes, right? No time like the present?
Yeah, sorta.
Plant a tree.
The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
Exactly,
the second best time is today. Yeah.
The second best time is 10 minutes ago, and the third best time is 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm going.
I don't know. I guess in principle I see the problem. Oh, that's way too hard. Like the problem is the problem in your mindset that it's like it poisons the game design.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yet another one of those weird external variables that isn't to do with the game that messes with the game.
Yeah, I mean, and it does, right? Like, because that's what like having loot boxes, you're having the monetization model influence the game design, right? So it's the same thing, but it is an intriguing way to do that.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
You gonna go stream on Mixer?
Yeah, I think that might be enough to get me to pivot.
There you go.
Pets, is there any way I could get all of my subs auto moved to Mixer?
You're gonna have to ask Microsoft, I think, about that one.
That'd be funny. If you started streaming on Mixer, would we be allowed to stream with you?
Depends on our contracts.
I mean, are you asking me or are you?
I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess I'm asking Pets.
I think legally, you have to fight anybody that you know streams on another platform.
Right. It's like the Tarquin law in ancient Rome.
Exactly correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why we would want to go to Mixer. I'm fine.
Well,
right
the
here.
Forza experience.
Right. Of
Predominantly.
course, yeah.
Well, you could also just like dominate the entirety of Mixer's everything if you went over there.
That's very nice, but not completely true.
Well, you have like Renee also to fight.
A lot of my followers probably would not follow me there.
Because
it's a different website to go from an inertia standpoint.
Hoi.
Nice.
Chat, is there anyone there that would not go to Mixer to watch the NLSS? Say nay if no.
God damn it.
Plus, is there like Mixer Prime? That's like if you have a Microsoft Office subscription, you get one free subscription to give away. Yeah, staff, would you come and watch us? Anyway, it's all academic. Like, you know, we've been talking about it behind the scenes. Or at least, I don't know, I think I've been talking about it with Mathis. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah, you haven't talked about it to me at all.
Well, he's been asking. The squeaky wheel gets the cheese, you know?
Oh, shit.
And, you know, Twitch.
You better get on your shit talking Mathis.
It's like the place to be for creators right now.
Is it?
From inside baseball standpoint, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant Mixer.
No. Well, like I guess if you're starting from zero, I have no idea. But if you're if you're given the option between like YouTube and Twitch as somebody who's semi-established, I would tell him like Twitch 1000%.
Because if Mathis somehow poisoned the well and made it be like all of us have to go to Mixer, I am done. I'm out.
I don't think he has that kind of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time. His influence is very weak. It pretty much extends to Project Zomboid and then like conventions, but not any conventions that take place on the coast, exclusively in landlocked states in the Midwest. And
well, there's a Dragon Con tag
on like in Twitch chat.
They're in the new tag system. There's a Dragon Con specific tag.
Dude.
So they covered Mathis.
Okay, so first, can I
Nothing
say
for indie
Twitch,
games though.
Twitch, I like the tag system. It's good.
I think you need an indie game thing in there.
I mean, I think they're gonna update it, hopefully. But you know, right now, as an initial thing, I like it. Secondly, I don't know if you guys had this, but I had it for literally like a day. It's gone now. But did you guys see Chapters?
No.
Okay, so
Chapters.
Yeah,
it's a Canadian bookstore.
Maybe I'm leaking. Maybe I'm leaking some sensitive.
Don't do it, Rob.
Here.
Do it.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to stream on Mixer.
So, for like a day, I had these things called Chapters, and I would go into a VOD, right? Like I could even go into my own VODs, and every time I changed the game name, it would automatically create a chapter.
That's how they were doing it.
Twitch,
Yeah.
you geniuses.
It's
They
actually,
told
it was a
me-
great idea.
Thank
They
you.
told me you were gonna have multiple games per VOD, but I didn't know what the actual functional way they were gonna implement that
Yeah, I
was.
just realized. Yeah. No, that's what I saw, and it was cool. Like, and it worked perfectly too. So
So that's why they took it away.
yeah, right. Of course, yeah.
Hear me out here, Twitch. Why don't you fire like 90% of your staff and put the rest of them just on the bounty board?
Yeah. Why don't you fire the rest of your staff and hire me?
Keep pets.
Why don't you fire no one and continue to do what you're doing pretty relatively well?
Okay, that's a good point. Hear me out. Why don't you fire anyone who's left at Telltale Games and hire me?
Oh, that's just mean.
So
What did they do to you?
this is almost political, and that's why I like it, because it's like laundered politics. But
Right, yeah.
so there was the Telltale Games thing happened, and obviously the way that they treated their employees was horrible, right?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Like really, really bad. Where they were
Yeah.
like, you know, the new hires moved across the country, and then like 4 days later they were like, you're fired without severance.
That's fucking awful.
But
Yeah, it's pretty fucked
Telltale
up. Yeah.
Games then made a tweet that was like, hey, just so you know, we've got like a lot of partners that are, you know, considering helping us finish The Walking Dead Season 2. And there were a lot of tweets that were like, please make sure your workers get severance first. And I wanted to ask some clarifying questions. Because what business on earth is going to sign up to finish Telltale's game with the added cost of having to pay 225 workers severance first?
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't they just buy the license
They'll-
and do it themselves?
They'll just not pay the severance is what they'll do.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know.
So, what are the clarifying questions?
Well, the clarifying question is like, why would let's say we're talking about like, you know, a company in the games industry that actually has money, so basically Tencent. Why would they step in and be like, yeah, like we volunteer to pay severance for the workers?
Yeah, well, you know, the kindness of their hearts, I suppose.
But I mean, they didn't kill the business.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, Telltale is apparently being taken to court right now.
See,
over
that
severance.
seems
Yeah.
like the right way to solve it.
Yeah, that's good. The actually, I completely forgot what I was gonna say, so never mind.
Court related?
Yeah,
O.J. Simpson,
no, well, no, Jay.
Robert
Cosby?
Durst. Oh, Cosby. It was probably
Well,
Cosby.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
I
talk
saw
about
his jail menu, and it looked pretty okay, actually.
With his menu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on I think it's today. It's either today or tomorrow. He's getting like a slice of cheese pizza. You can get a hamburger or a tofu burger.
Well, that's
I don't know if
nice.
he's really taking the tofu burger, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching like Good Mythical Morning. They did like an MRE taste test. And as expected, there was one vegetarian option and it came in last. Tell me if this sounds appetizing to you. It was vegetarian taco style pasta.
What?
No.
That
Pasta in a taco style.
I don't
With
even want
ketchup on it?
non-vegetarian style taco style. What does that even mean?
Well, I would try it.
Of course. Just out of
Yeah.
curiosity's sake more than anything else. Like, I was talking about it with Kate, and I was like, what the hell is taco pasta? And then it
Yeah,
also
that's what
said it had vegetable crumbles, which is like, I don't even know, that's like a stock cube or something like that. Just
Nah, dude, it's cauliflower. They
Ah,
laced up some cauliflower.
you were
That's what they
probably correct.
did.
Anyway,
That's the only thing you don't crumble. Crumbles are for cheese.
it
Yeah.
seemed terrible,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
completely understand. But
Crumbles are for cheese.
Dude, I was actually
Don't
reading
do that.
about the Navy,
yes,
and
are you considering a vocational change?
no, although I've always thought that like if I was going to go into the military, I'd pick Navy probably. But
You do love semen.
I was.
I was looking for the right way to throw it in there. I
That's
just
a good
didn't
joke.
quite
I
know.
like that. Yeah, no, that was good. I enjoyed that one. Anyway, so I was just reading like you know some seamen's accounts. And
That's
apparently,
semen furniture.
apparently, officers still like in the modern era get fed better than just like the regular servicemen, which I suppose maybe it shouldn't be surprising.
It
But,
makes
You
sense.
encourage them to move up in the ranks.
Yeah, exactly.
but then I did
Clean your
read
room.
one account that said that on a submarine the food is generally better than most other assignments.
Well,
And-
Okay.
they want to avoid it like a Pandorum situation.
Right, yeah, it's to keep morale high since you're stuck inside a fucking iron tube underneath the ocean for like 20 years.
The only excitement being, you know, blown up by the enemy.
Well, if you
Right.
find the sphere at the bottom of the ocean, that's pretty exciting.
Ah, a little Samuel L. Jackson, Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone sort of reference.
Not only do you get to eat well, but you also get to die alone on the bottom of the ocean.
No. Many of them, at least in the Michael Crichton novel, escaped. And then they all gave away their alien powers, except at the end, one of them goes, maybe I didn't. Dun dun dun. And then that's where the sequel, Cube, comes in.
Oh boy. They try
What
every
about-
different pyramid cylinder. They're all great movies.
Did you guys ever see that one Ed Harris movie where they're underwater?
Yes,
And I
The
forget-
Abyss.
The Abyss.
That
that's
is
the
a
one,
good
yeah.
movie.
I like The Abyss.
Wait, is that the one I'm thinking of? They all get super paranoid at one point and they start killing each other.
That is Sphere.
Where's that sphere? Oh, that is
Yeah,
sphere.
that's Sphere. Yeah. No, that one's Sphere.
The Abyss is the one where James Cameron allegedly almost let his actors drown on set in order to get a real reaction out of them.
That's much to do. Don't
Well,
do
there
that.
was that one terrifying scene, which I'm sure was actually not great for you, Ryan, where that lady gets murdered by a bunch of jellyfish.
Dude, maybe that was what actually caused my anxiety, because I did watch that movie relatively young.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it could be.
It also, that's the one where Ed Harris breathes the liquid
Yes,
oxygen.
the perfluorocarbon.
And I
Ooh.
absolutely hate it. Like,
You're gonna have a rough time with Ava then, because the main character is breathing in that fluorocarbon all the time. In that.
maybe that's
Yeah.
where they got the inspiration from.
So here's the
Every
thing.
time.
This is actually why I brought it up. Is because of that perfluorocarbon. Because I remember,
Fluorocarbon.
yeah, I remember reading a long time ago that was actually the chemical. But I still, like, to this day, I'm very sure that definitely was not, right. Like, that was no way that Ed Harris was breathing in water and being fine, right?
Sorry, can you say that question again?
And so in the scene where Ed Harris puts on the fish tank and it's got
Yeah.
all the pink juice in it and he's drinking
Yeah.
it but also breathing oxygen,
Yeah.
I remember reading a long time ago that that he was actually doing that. Like, that was
You're
actually
saying
the
Ed Harris
perfluorocarbon.
literally breathed water in that scene.
I
Right, well,
don't believe that.
I don't
That
either,
seems
right?
highly abusive to do to an actor.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to say I don't think he did that.
I don't think he did either, but I would love to know.
Apparently, someone in chat says it's used for torture because it feels like you're drowning, but you will live.
Really?
What?
That's some absolutely.
Wait, so it's real? You can really breathe it?
That's some twisted up stuff, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh my god.
So wow. Okay, wow.
Did you change the map?
Yeah, it's already changed.
Okay.
Just the music stays the same.
Oh yeah, nothing changed, so I didn't know.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is the golf with your friends.
He
copy
figured it out.
Right.
Internally, I had bets on how long it was going to take somebody to notice, and the answer is less than one shot.
I have seen this map several times.
It's been a long time since we played golf with your friends, too.
I miss it.
Yeah. Well, maybe they could
Thanks,
rework
Internet
their
Terrorist.
engine. Someone outed Internet Terrorist to me, by the way. I know your username in my chat, so I'm just saying, you know, consider yourself on notice right now.
Oh shit!
You gotta put him up on the big board like Colbert did.
You can have one final trolling session and be banned forever, or you could disappear into the ether and just, you know, like what's it, DB Cooper? You could be DB Cooper. I'm not gonna tell anybody. Just stop messing with our game.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is he a sub?
Yeah, probably.
Oh!
He better.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
He definitely better be. At that point.
You should be a tier 3 if you fuck with the show that much.
I basically don't care what you say to me or do to me if you're a sub. That's the dirty little secret, is like...
Yeah.
There's people, whenever somebody trolls me in chat, I say, go ahead and sub if you're gonna troll me like that. And sometimes they do, idiots.
Let me say, one time I think I timed out someone making Tomo into pasta, and it was like for 10 minutes, and I think Ryan was more likely to ban me than the person who made Tomo
I was
into
a
pasta.
little bit perturbed, because I don't mind Tomo getting made into pasta.
I don't like it. I don't like seeing your cat turn into pasta.
I mean,
like
it's just
that.
an emote, though.
I know.
Like, if I wanted to, I could give Tomo a gun right now. It's just, it'd be like, HCJ.
Do not give Tomo a gun.
Lion Sleep 2, HCJ gun, right? HCJ gun 2, that's it, right there. Now Tomo's got a gun.
Oh shit, everybody get
Tomo's
down!
got a gun.
If you wanted to, you could make the gun look like it's pointing at Tomo, like Lion Sleep 2.
Oh, don't do that!
Gun like
Why are
this.
we doing this now?
It's art.
And you have half a cat!
No, the other half is just hidden behind my username.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, yeah. Well, he's probably hiding behind your leg because he's afraid because somebody's pointing a gun at him, and his father is like, yeah, this is fine.
The question is, I believe I'm subscribed also.
Yeah.
So why don't I get equal treatment to the other subscriber?
You get equal treatment. You can call me a shithead if you want, or a bald bitch. You get like one of those a day for
I really
free.
want to do those things.
And if you
So
want, I don't care if you time out non-subs. If you time out a sub, they
Okay.
better have said something horrible.
I really just want to time out people who turn Tomo into pasta because I think it's unethical.
You shit bald bitch. You shithead bald bitch. You shit bald. Anyway, you get the idea.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, you dirty bitch, John!
Ooh.
Mad.
Can we add John into this?
Dude, you
Just
probably
grab
could.
the voice files. Just
Can we
play them.
invite John on the show, honestly? Because he seems to be aware.
I forgot about this course.
Yeah, this is the worst.
Where it just
Nick is
turns
a
and
bald
reveals the ground underneath it.
Oh, it's so... it just grosses me out.
Highly non-Euclidean.
Yeah, it's not right. This is some annihilation shit, dude. Like, as the
Yeah.
thing rotates, the texture stays in the same position.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's like the object is rotating, but the texture is like a sheet on top of it.
It's just
Oh,
morphing.
no.
Oh, it's just... Oh, I don't like it at all. And then, oh, yeah, and the hole is so
I'm
awful,
stuck.
too. Look at the hole.
Look at the scaling on the sides as it turns. It actually... It switches from one texture into another that's the same texture.
It just makes me so
It's
uncomfortable.
like rhino skin.
Well, the physics
Yeah.
worked.
It's a very cursed level.
I gotta understand the physics of... Or not the physics, but the technical reason why it does that with the texture. Oh, it's because it's a mesh that's turning and the texture is attributed to the mesh, but the mesh isn't a model.
I choose
So
to
it's-
believe that there's like an extra dimensional being we can't really
Away from it.
see, but it's inside of that. So as it turns, it's like, this is how it looks to us. But to him,
It's
he's
calculating the texture as the mesh turns, but it's not like it's solid.
This feels like
What
one of
is
those
excited
levels
thing?
that takes like 80% of your CPU resources just to render that texture.
It's world
Well.
space coordinates, so they don't need to
Oh, yeah.
UV map anything. Oh, that must be to speed up the FPS, because they had trouble with that before. I don't like it either. Just recently added pipes and stuff to the editor, too.
Mm.
What is the situation on their hops?
I haven't checked on the hops. You probably want to use Golf with Your Friends for that, because
Yeah,
that's
makes
an
sense,
Australian-developed one.
Oh,
and they have
really?
kangaroos.
They love beer over there.
That's true.
Yeah.
We drink beer.
Are you Australian?
That's a
Are you
politics.
speaking for the Australian?
I believe that's a politics
that's a
situation.
Kavanaugh.
Oh, it's a cat.
I only followed it on Twitter today.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it really.
We drink beer. We still do.
I'm in like we have like our own mayoral election that it's becoming like increasingly clear. I just have no idea who I'm gonna vote for. So like, I gotta
vote for mayo.
Well, I just don't like voting for a mayoral election. It seems so quaint in 2018. Like I'm still gonna do it, but the mayors are like, we like bikes, we hate bikes, and I'm like, that's what we're gonna. It's just bikes, and then like they're like, we're gonna fix the housing market, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Dude, I think I know, like, I'm not supposed to, but I think I might have. I think I'm there. I think I'm at the political fatigue level where it's just like I can't handle it anymore. It's just too much.
You gotta
It's
go
too
to
much
another
stuff.
country for like a month. It helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it helps for like a week, and then it doesn't anymore.
Well, I've got a little slice of England right here next to me.
That's oh, okay. Well, that's cute.
Yeah. Oh, I kissed her biceps.
Oh. Can you ask Jess how she felt about my British cheese rankings?
Ooh. How did you
No cave
I
cheese though.
Red Leicester. A
Yo.
little bit more.
Red
But it
Leicester
was
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen Red Leicester.
It's just
No.
red or cheddar.
It's a lot better than Mo.
Oh, okay.
And I love cheddar.
She's a bit. She'll eat just shredded cheddar on a plate.
Oh, what's up with there's like some shredded cheese is good, and then some shredded cheese literally has like a powder inside of the bag.
I don't
you're
eat
talking
that.
about the pre-shredded stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like
I
the
don't like
powder?
that.
No, the powder,
Yeah.
isn't it just like a non-stick agent or something
Yeah, it's
like
to
that?
keep them from clumping up because there's a little bit of moisture. Otherwise, you get a big
Right.
cheese ball when you got the
Yeah,
thing.
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I'm
I
not
like
a
the
fan of that
powder.
either. Yeah.
It doesn't taste like anything. It's just there to give you a little bit of a, it's a less binding agent.
Someone said it's potato.
It's like an
Oh, it's
industrial
potato
byproduct.
starch.
That's why I like it. I love potatoes.
You know, that's fair. That makes me more like... It's like a little ground Pringle. Like a Pringle crumble.
Grand Pringle.
Grand Pringle? You do not know the Grand Pringle?
Grand Pringles.
Have you guys ever had vegan cheese?
Like Daya?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
it
actually don't know.
might be a
any
Canadian.
Dianetics?
Well, I mean, much better than Krishnov.
R.A. Krishnov?
That was very quick-witted, actually.
No, I don't think I've ever had the vegan cheese actually.
I've only heard about it in jokes where people are like, "Oh my god, vegan cheese is so gross." But I'm kind of curious. I want to try it.
Frapsing.
Yeah,
basically the
that's
same
thing. What is it made
That's also
of?
not cheese.
Is it made of soy milk?
Probably.
Maybe.
That's what I'd guess. Yeah.
More like diarrhea.
Oh,
There are some that are really bad. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
we've been talking about it a lot, but like the only specific vegan food or vegetarian food I'm eager to try right now is the Beyond Burger, or the Impossible Burger. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
like, I will go out of my way a little bit to try that, but
You should. Do you have any are there any bear burgers in Canada?
bear burgers,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
bear meat, or is that a chain?
No. Yeah, it's a chain.
Oh, okay. I literally thought it was a burger made out of a bear.
No, but I'd eat
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'd try it.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone remark upon the bear's taste, but I would try it.
I've heard people say it's not good.
They're gonna say it's gamey, right? Because it's something you shot.
That's what they
Yeah.
always say. If something's not chicken, beef, or pork, it's always gamey.
Gamey.
It's gamey.
Oh,
yeah.
this lamb was rather gamey. It's like a shorthand for like, I don't know what I'm tasting.
Yeah.
I don't have any nuanced views on things like taste, so I know this word.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we had last year or 2 years ago for our anniversary, we had rabbit. I mean, how does it taste? It's a little gamey.
I would say rabbit was a bit delicate.
What was the game level roughly though?
It had a higher fat content than something like chicken.
Absolutely true.
Really? Okay.
In the context that I ate it, which was Hassenpfeffer, is the German rabbit with pepper
Oh
essentially.
yeah,
It was very highly peppery, so it maybe masked a little bit of the texture with the flavor.
I had a great idea.
I would eat it again.
Last night I had a great idea for a project I'm never gonna do, but it was like an Adult Swim style cooking show. It's like a little 10-minute Food Network sort of thing, but you cook awful foods that nobody should eat, and then it's one of those things where you have people go like, hey, wait a minute, is this real or is this fake? So the first recipe that I had, it was gonna be for peppersy, and I was gonna frame it as if it was like a Tunisian delicacy. And it's just Pepsi and then a couple of spins of the pepper grinder. And then you drink it and you go, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
That's how they make Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's right. I think that's the secret sauce for it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I forgot this song.
Yeah, I see, dude. I'm actually very interested in trying weird meat.
Oh, dude.
I think everyone on the show is aware of my
the human.
Yeah, well, I mean the human, but like whenever I have the opportunity, like the last time I was in Florida, or 2 times ago that I was in Florida. I had alligator, and that was it was fine.
I feel like it would be very
gamey,
stiff. No, like it would be really chewy and like not tasty. It would mostly just be more of a texture than a taste.
So it was not chewy, but the thing that I will say is that I had alligator tails specifically, and they were cooked in like fried like chicken nuggets basically. So well, like they were.
Oh, they were like. I thought you meant they were cooked in chicken nuggets. Like there was like an oil basket, but instead it went into a vat of chicken nuggets and came out cooked.
That's real weird.
I was like, hey, when in Florida.
Right. Yeah.
I thought that was what a chicken fried steak was.
That's also not what a chicken fried steak is.
Fried eggplant strips? Is that a thing?
Probably. Yeah.
Dude, we were talking recently about vegetables, and I was saying like I only dislike like 3 vegetables, but you've reminded me I dislike eggplant.
Yeah.
I think you haven't had a good preparation of it.
I don't know, man.
It's one of those vegetables that is highly dependent on the things around it.
I really like baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush.
About 30% of the enjoyment is from saying it, but every time I eat it, I'm like, this is like a worse zucchini.
Yeah. I know it makes me a bad Italian, but I also don't like eggplant. Not a big eggplant guy.
I can't get over hearing the one time Ethan Klein referred to his nuts as baba ganoush. I can never think of that word without thinking about him holding his nuts now.
Yeah, that's a new
H3H3 kind of
spoiled.
Conversely,
spoiled the whole thing.
Conversely, whenever I hear Baba Ganoush, I can only think of Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Oh, okay.
Half the characters on that show are named Baba Ganoush.
I don't know why, but for some reason I'm picturing Adam Sandler and You Don't Mess with the Zohan, but I haven't actually seen the movie. But that seems like the kind of movie where like his stupid partner in crime, played by Steve Buscemi, would be named like Vic Baba Ganoush or something like that.
Hey, did you know that he was a volunteer firefighter and
blah, 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 right. Yeah.
All right, so you got to work on your mushroom consumption and your eggplant consumption, and you're going to be right there.
I gotta eat. Basically, I need to just be forced to go to Italian restaurants for like a year straight.
Yeah.
I'll learn to appreciate pasta more. I'll learn to appreciate tomatoes.
Dude, if you're all I'm saying is if you're going the vegetarian way, you should learn to appreciate pasta because it's delicious and very vegetarian.
Here's something for you. Why is nobody talking about how good tortellini is?
Tortellini is good.
I feel like
they'd rather have ravioli.
Well, yeah, but ravioli is like so much more expensive.
Yeah,
tortellini
that's why they're not talking about.
It's like the cheapest pasta ever made. It's stuffed with delicious ingredients.
Yeah.
It's very filling. It's a beautiful.
I don't like the ratio as much as ravioli.
But it's so cheap.
Okay.
Is it?
Tortellini is like. It's not as cheap as just getting like you know, a package of dried spaghetti or penne or something like that. But it's
Right.
already like it's prepared food.
If you
Well,
put some like crab inside of it, it's gonna
What
be
are you
fucking expensive.
That is true.
If with tortellini, I haven't prepared it in a long time. Do you have to refrigerate that? You have to refrigerate it, right?
Yes, I believe
usually
so.
get it
fresh
frozen.
tortellini.
Because it has like it usually has like dairy in it, like some kind of
Right,
like a
yeah.
ricotta or something.
Right. So that I'm gonna posit a guess. And I'm gonna say that's probably why. Because
Mm.
with other pastas, you could just keep it in your cupboard for like 40 years.
That's true.
That's
Pasta
why it's
later.
cheap.
No, that's why people don't talk about tortellinis.
Oh, it's hidden. No, wait. What's the argument?
People have limited fridge space, so they don't want to
Correct.
buy
yeah.
a tortellini. I will say we bought a bunch of tortellini and then never ate it, and it went bad. So
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Freeze it.
Yeah.
Should've
Rob, how's your
frozen it.
refrigerator right now?
Good. It's stocked.
Is it stocked so we'd have to like figure out a way to get something into it if we wanted to?
Once ask me in a couple of days when
Okay.
me and Jess have cooked things that require leftovers.
Yeah, I want to do another session of Rob's fridge Tetris because that was fun and
All
made you
right.
really angry.
It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty filled right now. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good.
Let's go.
Good fridge.
I actually
Well-
like. I consider my freezer accomplishes like 2 things right now. 3 things. It has ice packs in case I don't know, like I get a bruise on my leg or something, and then it has ice cream,
Nice.
and then it's
I got some cookie dough ice cream the other day, and I don't usually get that.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah.
real happy with it right now.
I like that. Yeah.
The third thing is it's a graveyard for food that I delayed
Yeah.
the pain of throwing out and instead went,
Old-
oh, we better freeze that, and then
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got one beef patty from March 2016, and that's just going to stay there for the next 3 years.
Actually, my freezer has a third thing, which is that buy like a big hunk of some kind of meat and be like, oh, I'm gonna make something really interesting with that, and then never really get around to unfreezing it.
Yeah.
Old bread?
Yeah, like
you do old bread?
meat bread.
No, you don't do old bread. Like it's going to go off, so you put it in the freezer to keep it for a bit longer.
Oh no, like I said, look, I know how chat's gonna react to this, but I've already told them this. I have
Okay.
my bread in the fridge, so
I can't bring myself to freeze a bread.
Yeah, I can't generally enjoy the texture of it either after the fact. It's just like a last move. It's a desperation play.
That's if bread's going bad, it's gone. I throw it in the trash
Yeah.
or the organic bin because I'm a liberal.
I'm a liberal too. I don't have an organic spin.
Do you guys do compost in your township,
No.
county? No, really. No,
See, we're liberals. We don't do the same things.
just you say that, but
What do you mean by that?
oh, I was just making a joke. I will say though, I mean, the whole time Kate was gone, I was doing the compost, and then like really absentmindedly, I was a little late going to pick her up from the airport. I took the compost down and just threw it in the trash compactor, and then went ooh, and I like stuck my hand in for a second, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not putting my hand in the trash compactor to get the compost out. That's just
absolutely not.
just
worth it.
accept it's gone. That's my fault, and don't do it next time.
What a shit thing to lose a hand over.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
My ethics, but like on a really, really small scale.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the bright side, you would add more value to that compost, right? It'd have some human hand.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was also kind of like, it's all organic, so it's gonna break down anyway. It's not like it's gonna,
Well, what is this LMAO fucking Americans? What? What did we do?
We don't compost. That's what it is.
Fucking Americans. You think I want a bear coming in my house?
Look, I pay good money in taxes to not have to worry about things that other people in the world have to worry about, okay?
I don't know. Someone in chat said, you could go unplug the garbage, like the trash compactor, right? I don't know where that. This trash compactor is like the size of the Incredible Hulk. It's not like a little thing I go with like a paper shredder. Bzzz, there's my trash. It's a hulking
It's
monstrosity.
actually larger than the Incredible Hulk.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's plugged in.
What do they want you to do? Unplug it and get in there?
Then jump in the trash compactor, hope nobody comes down absentmindedly and crushes me so I can get 6 banana peels and a can of chickpeas out of there.
Dude, I can't. I just want to imagine those people living in an apartment going down to the super and be like, "Hey, could you turn off the trash compactor for the entire building? Because I want to save these banana peels."
Oh, you think we have a super?
I've done it to get into the cardboard compactor before when I worked at GameStop. I had to go in there, like, my whole body and crunch down some of the cardboard because it would get stuck. And so basically I was just, like, ready to have a Star Wars moment and get crushed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that
but it's
part
like
of the
very
job description?
slow, it's very slow moving. The idea that me getting crushed in there is possible is kind of like the scene from Austin Powers where the dude's coming at him with the steamroller and he's like, "Stop!" So I'm pretty sure I'd make it out. It wasn't like an Indiana Jones grabbing his hat moment.
That is
There's a lot of references there.
That's a really fucked up thing to ask, like, a GameStop employee to do.
Why?
Yeah.
It's not in your job description to get crushed by an industrial machine.
And I'm sure you didn't sign a liability contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Going into the
That wasn't... Well, yeah, and like the guy that was cleaning out the light bulbs that's smashed in the freaking dumpster, he probably didn't... He didn't sign up for that either. They had to actually shut down the mall for a little while because of that.
Jesus.
He was not very bright and threw a bunch of freaking light bulbs in the thing. Like, you don't do that anyway.
It's like when I used to work in, like, insurance processing as a student, sometimes they would be like, "Oh, all right, all the men in the office, we got a new shipment of tables today, so your job for the morning is to bring them in." And I'm like...
Oh, I would have been super down to do that.
I mean, I was too, because it killed the brain-numbing monotony of just plugging into their proprietary software over and over. But I was also like, you know, if I get injured, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Is that I didn't sign up for a job moving tables. I am like a pasty, weak computer guy,
I never
more or less.
thought about any of that. At the time when I was at work, I was like, I'm down to do anything that this job requires.
Dude, if my boss came to me with that, I'd be like, "You gonna pay me hazard pay?"
Yeah.
Because if not, get the fuck out of here.
It wasn't even like there was no chain of command in those situations. I was just like, well, it's stuck. I need to make it not stuck, so I'll do the thing I need to do that.
Yeah.
It was more like, I'm just going to save the trouble for the next person to come to the compactor, is really what it was.
Well, the owner of the GameStop should come to the compactor then. And
yeah.
It was a mall, so
Bobby
like
Kotick.
It was shared between a ton of different places. I don't think there was all that much hazard in that.
I don't know, man.
Am I wrong?
I think it's like a young person's mindset too. It's just like, well, this is my job, so I'm gonna do what they tell me to do.
Right.
So
yeah.
what I would
Nobody
do...
told me. It was just like, I need to make this work.
Oh, I would not have done that. Absolutely not. That's the morning crew's problem, as far as I'm concerned.
No, I hate that because sometimes I'm the morning crew and I don't want to be that guy.
Well, then it's the afternoon crew's problem.
There are only 2 shifts generally.
I'd be calling up the boss. I mean, back when I was 20, I would have done it for sure and not said anything. And they would have, they would have been like, "Good job, Ryan," and I'd be like, "Oh, that's thank you is all I need, sir." But
Dude,
now
I don't even want to thank you. It didn't seem like a problem at all. And I'm still not like upset about it. Of all the things they did, that wasn't a problem.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always think like if there's a messy job or like a dangerous, that was an incredibly close game. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah.
If there's like a messy or dangerous job that's not a part of your job description, you kick it up the chain until the man who gets all the money for not doing any of the work except signing checks pays somebody to do it or does it himself. Or herself, for that matter.
That person doesn't rarely or hardly ever comes to the place. So,
you
like,
call Bobby Kotick. And you get him here.
It would slow down everything to go through that process, so you just don't do it.
I'll do it.
Oh, I forgot about this song, dude.
Yeah.
I'm back at the menu, I guess.
I sent you an invite there. I also, like, when I worked at a not-for-profit, and they made a promotional video, like one of those training videos that you would see, where like, "Hey, you're working at Wendy's, here's the jingle for, like, you push down the burger for 3 seconds till the juices run clear," you know?
Right, yeah.
They filmed that at my office, and they were like, "Do you want to be, like, in the video instead of working?" And I was like, "Absolutely. That one I'll do, no questions asked."
You were always destined for fame.
Funny enough, I would have taken the opposite on that one.
Really?
I would be
Really?
much happier to get in the cardboard compactor than to do the GameStop promo video.
I don't have any. It's not like a speaking lines sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm the passenger in one of the trucks that the charity was driving. But they're like, hey, we need somebody to sit in the chair, and I'm like, dude, let's do it.
They're just known for being cringeworthy, and if you've ever seen one of those training videos, like, you don't want to be associated with that.
Dude, I understand, absolutely.
How do you
So
get anywhere?
I don't know, but when I collided with that, it sucked me into a cannon. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just are supposed to hit into some wood, and then it takes you somewhere else. That was confusing.
I really want to see that video now of young Northern.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wendy's
Young
employees.
North.
I honestly have no idea how you could possibly get your hands. I assume it's for like the 20 people who have been hired in the last 12 years had to watch it. And then
All
apart
right,
from
Canadians watching right now,
Go get a
Find
job.
the
to
FTP
Wendy's.
server.
Go get a job at the Heart and Stroke Foundation, Ontario branch, and then let me know.
Hard and stroke.
Are we
Where-
going for the other cannon? Wait,
Or do you
Like
shoot it
to the
through
left.
do you shoot it through the window, the gap in the window?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. It immediately got
I think you
shit
go for
on.
top cannon. Yeah, you go for top cannon.
Oh, I am an idiot.
This wasn't confusing last time.
Maybe
Yeah.
it started last time by pointing you in that direction, and this time it's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
an
if you
arrow
worked at
that
the
tells
Heart
you.
and Stroke Foundation, are you sure it wasn't a sperm bank?
I wish, man.
Yeah, what kind of instructional video were you a part of?
That was the
Stuff
same
like
place
that.
on the last day I worked. There were like phone bankers that, like crank yankers. No, they.
Oh, right.
Phone
yeah.
bankers and crank yankers.
They're like the people who call if you've ever donated clothes to like a Big
Oh,
Brothers,
yeah.
and they go like, "Hey, I know you gave us a bunch of clothes last month, but you got any more?" And then you go, "Please stop calling me. This is like the 10th time this week." There were a bunch of those at the office, and on my last day there, they got into like a screaming fight, and were like calling each other like
Jesus.
trashy bitch and stuff like that.
Wow.
And they were like, a heck of a last day at the office, right, Ryan? And I was like, you will never see me again. I wish you could bottle that feeling of like leaving a summer job you know you're never gonna return to. Like on the last day, just walking out and being like, you're stuck here forever. And I'm out, even if only temporarily.
Fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah. Was that like Breakfast Club or something?
Half-baked. That would be a very strange scene for a John Hughes movie.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Just like Molly Ringwald being like,
Ringworld.
fuck you, fuck
Molly
you.
Ringworld!
They should get her back for
It's
the
a
Ringworld
Halo
movies.
sequel.
That's how I felt when I left the military. I could totally see that.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I felt about most of my college classes.
There
It's like
have been
mostly
a
people
couple
I'd never see again.
classes that I've been like sad it ended.
Yeah.
Even as an adult, I've been like, you know what? I'm just gonna take another class anyway. So I hate that this class is ending because it was pretty good.
I'll be honest, I still feel bad that I don't keep in touch with some people from college that I really got along with well. But I'm also very lazy, which is what led to me not interacting with them in the first place.
Dude,
So,
having
you know.
friends is like having a garden. It's you
Okay.
gotta there's maintenance
Eaten by
required.
deer.
You gotta tend it, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just like fuck plants, like you know.
That's actually true, yeah.
Like it sounds
Sometimes,
rude.
like, there'll be a
but-
couple of black ants, and you just decide to spray the whole thing with basically just, like, thermal paste.
Like I have had a couple of people
Drown 'em out.
over the past maybe like 4 or 5 years that have reached out on Facebook to try to like reconnect, and they're like, I don't understand, why do we ever stop talking? And I was just like, yeah, we should hang out, but then I never like made any active plans to hang out. This is just,
Of course, yeah.
It's not like they're bad people, but I'm just like, I'm kind of full right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm insanely popular. It's just like I have a very low tolerance for other human beings, and I'm full. So, like, I appreciate you looking out. Like, sincerely, it was a very nice gesture. Simultaneously, I just don't have the interest right now.
Yeah.
It was kind of
See,
the way
with
I
me-
was like kind of transient about friends. I never really wanted to lock in on too many people. I always felt like I could find somebody that was a better match later, so I never really wanted to.
Oh,
commit.
that's incredibly cynical.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
great.
it.
like nobody really understood me very well, so I was like, well, I can pretend that we're friends, or I could just like kind of fuck
Jesus.
off.
Good lord.
What?
Now I'm kind of curious about where I sit on this whole boat
Why?
that we call friendship.
I don't. Is this your real thoughts, or is this your impression of me?
No, this is my thoughts.
Okay.
It was like people that were forced to be near you because of circumstance.
Right. Yeah.
You never really, well, I never really bonded too much with them because it's always like, well, we're all going in separate directions in our lives.
Yeah.
So obviously you're going to have a better bonding situation when everybody's brought together for the same reasons.
Well, like I went to a really small elementary school that fed into a pretty like not great high school, at least by reputation. So a lot of the kids I went to elementary school with went to different / better high schools, and on like 8th grade they were all crying, and everyone was like, "Why are you crying? It's 8th grade." Even as like 14-year-olds, we were like, "Why? There's no reason to be sad. Like you're gonna be sad for like 5 minutes, and then you're gonna be like in high school. Don't worry about it so much." We're literally, we're only best friends because of the fact that there's like 6 people in our age group. That's the only thing, like, if you took 6 random people from the populace, you'd get like the same results.
Yeah.
At least if they're
well,
the
I'm not
same
saying
age.
I dismissed them all out of whole cloth either. It was like, well, we didn't really mesh very well anyway. And then I kind of necessitated that.
Yeah.
That thought
I've
process.
never heard the term out of whole cloth, but I like it. So,
It's a thing. So,
I mean, I believe you.
idiom.
I've never heard it.
Did you guys have like people in high school? Like after high school ended, you know, it was a little melancholy because you're like, man, I'm legitimately never gonna see like any of these people again, except maybe 2 or 3 of them. But there were definitely some people where on the last day of high school, I was like, I have been pretending to find you funny for like 8 years, and today I never ever have to see you ever again.
Okay, so it sounds like you relate a little bit anyway.
Yeah, dude. Like, at least a couple of people that I, you know, on the last day of high school, you know, you're like, oh, dude, I hope you have, like, a great time at university. We'll get together over the summers and stuff like that. And then when I left, I was like, oh, that's 8 years of, like, resentment.
Yeah, like that guy that held me down and choked me. I was pretty happy to.
Yeah,
never
like,
see
I
him
can
again.
understand
Oh,
that.
that seems, I don't like that at all.
We were all at a birthday party and just like get some kind of
Unless you were both
macho
into
urge.
it. So.
No, I really didn't want to be held down and choked at that particular moment in my life.
Yeah. I, you know, maybe I'm just, like, considerably less cynical than you guys, because, like,
Well, you went to Fame, so it's not the same.
I did go to the Fame school, correct, yeah. There was one kid that I was like, man, I'm really, because he basically interjected himself into our friend group, and then none of us really wanted to tell him that we didn't really like him.
Right, it forces you to be an asshole.
That's me.
Right, yeah. So, but he was, I think I've told you guys about him before. He sounded like a surfer on crack. Like, basically, here, this is how he would talk. He'd be like, oh, sure, dude, yeah, what's up? How's it good? Yeah, what's going on, man? You know, like,
Well, what was that last little bit though?
Well, what's going on, man? Yeah, chill.
Gonna smoke some hops later?
Yeah, let's go hang out, dude. Let's get some fucking parties, dude, and get fucking wasted. Oh my god, it's gonna be fucking great. It's just like,
So he's like a Valley Girl surfer, also slightly British sometimes.
Oh, speaking of slightly British, went to England on a trip for 2 weeks. He's one of these kids.
Oh yeah,
You
Came
probably
back
get
with a
with
British accent.
Yeah, came back with a British accent and a British girlfriend.
Hey,
You wouldn't know.
pot
her, though.
calling the kettle.
No.
Wait, I come back with an American accent every time I leave him.
Well, yes, but you're here a lot longer than he was there. Is all I'm saying. So, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're all pigs.
I haven't had an Irish accent when I've come back.
I think like the most exotic locale anyone in my graduating class visited was Florida. to give you an
You
idea.
didn't have the rich kids that went to Cancun or anything like that?
Nah, the rich kids went to Florida.
Oh, okay.
As weird as it sounds. It's a Canadian rite of passage, though, to go to Florida in the winter.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's cold here. You know where it's hot? Florida.
It is.
Dude.
It's hot.
That is, you have no idea how accurate that is for people from New York. For some reason,
Help.
people from oh no, Nick, I'm
Help.
Well, see you in a minute and 30 seconds. No, but like for some reason, everyone from New York City, when they get older, they're just like, hey, you know what? Florida seems nice. Let's do Florida. No, stop going to Florida.
They're tired of the winter months.
Yeah.
They want to not have winter anymore.
It's drivable from New York in a couple of days. There's other people like them there.
There are like 30 other states that
There's a-
fit that mold.
Yeah. Actually, the vast majority of them fit that mold.
Yes, that's all I'm saying, man.
Just like, don't go to Maine, and you're good.
Honestly, Justin is a perfect example. Left New York City, where'd he go?
Florida.
Fucking Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Why'd
because
he do
he's
that?
old, though.
No.
Because it's cheaper.
I don't know.
Is it cheaper?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
There's like one city on
Okay.
Earth that might be more expensive, or like one city in America
Yeah,
that might be more
I regret
expensive.
asking that because I forgot we were talking about New York City.
Yeah.
But is it cheaper than many places?
Concrete jungle.
Probably not.
Yeah, you could probably do like the Midwest cheaper, I imagine.
I'm really not a fan of this course. This one level.
Yeah, I don't like
Arrow.
this at all. Although I'm splashing quite a lot, so that's
You are getting some good splashing in.
Yeah. It's a good splashback.
It's a good sound.
You know what I think it is too? Is that a lot of New Yorkers dream about having a house, but
It's
more
impossible.
Right. But more specifically, they dream about having a pool, and I feel
Oh,
like
really?
I believe that
That's my dream.
Florida- Yeah. See, I don't. That's not one of my dreams, to be honest.
I want a
with
hot
you.
tub, actually.
A hot tub would be cool. But-
Florida kind
I-
of like is a pool.
Yeah.
When the hurricane season starts, it definitely is.
I just don't want to move from humidity to humidity. You know what I mean?
Mm.
If I'm going anywhere that's hot, I'm going to dry heat.
It rains at 3 p.m. every day in Florida.
Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty cool, right?
Nice.
Sometimes it gets so hot there, it causes lightning.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Like the air had too much friction.
That's actually one of those things I didn't realize until I moved to the West Coast, is that on the East Coast, I won't speak for you guys, but I'm assuming it's similar. You probably get like, you know, a thunderstorm every 2 weeks in the summer, something like that. So you know,
Yeah.
it's not like uncommon, at
Varies.
least where I grew up. It was like, you know, you'd hear like, "Brrr," and you'd be like, oh, there's a storm tonight. Well, what do you want to do? Go to bed. You know, you got to work in the morning. But on the West Coast, it storms so rarely. People kind of freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
People are like, what is that? And you're like, it's fucking thunder, dude. Like, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, what if you get struck by lightning? It will not happen. Unless
Well,
you're
don't
like, you
carry your
flying
golf
a
club out and
kite
stand on the
right
hill.
now, or something like that. Like,
Dude, like I know this is gonna sound extraordinarily ignorant, and I understand, but like at the same time, as a person who has experienced snow, it blows my mind that there are lots of people on planet Earth who have never experienced snow
yeah,
in their entire lives.
it rules.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, if you have it rarely.
Yeah, not having snow is amazing.
Yeah.
Having no snow for me was amazing, because one of the times when I went to Georgia to be with my grandparents for Christmas, and you wake up Christmas morning and it's just like warm. Like that isn't a thing I was used to
Yeah.
at all. My whole life in the Northeast, you spend one day there and it's like, wait, it's like summer and winter? What?
I enjoy snow as a person who experiences it like, you know, maybe a couple of times every year. But when I was in upstate New York, winter was snow.
Yeah.
And it was the worst thing on planet. It was the worst. It was just terrible. It was just snow at all times. And I
It makes
hated
the ground beautiful, and that's worth being uncomfortable for 5 months a year. And when you have to drive to work, you got to do a chore before you can even get in your car to drive to work.
Yeah.
It depends on the winter. Some winters are worse than others, but I agree, it's mostly snow.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. I was
no.
not a fan.
And to the person doubting that it rained at 3 p.m. every day, it is just my anecdotal evidence, but when my parents took me to Disney World, it really did do that for a week. Every single day at 3 p.m., pretty much on the dot.
I will say, though, that's kind of the other thing. If I can get my allegiance back to the West Coast, people, when they come here from the East Coast in the winter and it rains every day, they're like, how do you deal with it? You're like, well, you get a fucking umbrella. It's like $8,
Yeah.
and then you carry it with you and you don't get wet. Like, that's about
In
it.
New York, you just, like, buy one and throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
More or less.
I don't
like a
really
disposable
understand that,
umbrella.
but they do that in the city. You just, like, buy one and then you don't keep it.
Well, it's because sometimes you're walking and then suddenly it starts raining. And so, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta buy an umbrella and you go into a deli and then you're gonna obviously get the cheapest, shittiest umbrella that you can. And usually by the end of the day, that umbrella has broken. So, you know,
fair.
that's it. That's it for that
Wow.
umbrella.
I didn't know they break that easily.
Oh yeah, if it's just like even a little bit of wind, I'm real mad about that one. That's that takes me back to college. Right there, that one.
When I was walking near Central Park the one time and it was about to rain, the people would just come running out of nowhere, and all of a sudden there were umbrella stands. People were just selling them. Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
weren't there 30 seconds ago, and now there is a sale.
Mm.
It's capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like when they had that traffic jam in Beijing that kept people on the highway for like 4 days.
Yeah, sell bananas.
Little microeconomies popped up. Yeah, bananas and
Bananas.
water, stuff like that.
Bananas. Bananas.
Bananas.
Banana.
Uh-huh. Enye. Underrated letter.
Dude, this song is kind of cool. It's atmospheric.
It's
Wait,
like,
isn't this supposed to be... Oh, no, this is the mine. Sorry, I thought this was
Yeah.
Halloween
Yeah,
level.
graveyard is.
I was gonna say, if they changed our marquee breedy then there's gonna be a
Yeah.
problem.
You guys got weekend plans? Mostly not Robert, because I know what his plans
wow.
are.
Actually, we have legitimate plans.
Oh,
besides- Yeah. We're gonna go to a Renaissance fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're in.
Is it in
Yeah.
the city, or is it outside of the city?
No, yeah, it's gonna be outside the city.
Yeah, there's no mud in the city. You gotta have mud for
Mm.
Renaissance fair.
Do they have, like, jousting?
I don't know, actually. Do they?
Giant turkey leg?
Giant turkey leg, I would expect to be, like, a given.
I hope they have a giant turkey leg.
And then dragon's egg, giant.
Oh, hell yeah!
What
They
does
have
the
a-
dragon's egg have?
Is a giant bloomin' onion.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, can you
I'm
take a
in
picture
for
of
that,
that?
dude.
I wanna
yeah,
see a
I
picture.
will. Oh, because I'm absolutely going to be ordering that. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I've never even had a blooming onion, but I would...
Oh, it's delicious. Very good.
I've only been to an establishment that carries them, like, 2 times.
Well, okay, so imagine onion rings,
Yeah.
but it's an onion.
Yeah, it's like
A whole
onion,
onion.
big onion fries and mayonnaise
Yeah.
or something, right?
Well, yeah, more or less, yeah.
It's like a zesty, spicy sauce, isn't it? It's like a
Yeah.
cream-based sauce.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's delicious. It's very good. Actually, dude, we should go to Medieval Times. That would be
I
fun.
love medieval times.
Me too, actually.
Simultaneously, I am like, how is that restaurant not out of business?
Yeah, for real.
Because
Dude,
every
actually-
medieval times is like the size of 8 apartment buildings.
No, okay, so here's the thing. I remember thinking Medieval Times when I was a kid was just enormous. But then, you know, everything's enormous when
Right.
you're a kid.
Yeah.
And I looked up the one that's near me, and it's in like New Jersey. And I looked at it, and it's like this really ugly concrete square building that looks like the size of a parking lot. And I'm
Okay.
like, hold on, because is there some like TARDIS shit going on? Because I remember that being a massive jousting.
Yeah, it's a
You know.
castle.
Yeah,
It's just you. You were just small.
I guess so.
How
But I do want
much
to go back.
is it? Because it's like a set
Yeah,
experience, right? Like you don't go like, oh, the arugula salad, right? Like
yeah.
everyone's getting roughly the same thing. How much does it cost for an adult to go to medieval times?
I don't know. Jessica, do you look that?
I'm
up?
gonna say it's $40.
I'm gonna
I-
say it's
it's gotta be more than
65.
that.
65. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the New York City inflation tax.
Well, it is in New Jersey.
Because it's like a $10
tri-area inflation.
It's like a $15 meal, let's say, and then the experience on top of it.
Yeah, well, because you gotta think. I mean, they're paying the ushers, the cooks, the servers, and
the groundskeeper.
Yeah, well, and then you're also paying the fucking performers, right? Too,
Yeah.
So
Who scoops up the road apples, man? You gotta have somebody to do that.
You think there's a lot of money in being a medieval times jouster? Or...
It's a very specialized job.
Yeah.
I wonder where they go for to interview people.
I just like. Here's the thing: if I was gonna pay, and it's not that expensive, but like 5 out of every 6 people going to medieval times are watching their knight lose. That doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. $71.36.
I was closest without going over.
Yeah,
it's pretty pricey though.
Like, I mean, you know, it's an experience. You don't go like every day, right? So
it's like it's going to Broadway, but like really bad comparatively.
Right? Yeah.
We for like our 8th grade graduation trip. It was like 4 days or 3 days, and one of them was a medieval times experience. But it ruled because our teacher like coordinated with medieval times to make sure the knight from our section won.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not okay.
We were told from the get-go that it was rigged, basically, and we were gonna win.
Teacher Tony Soprano.
His name was Tony Soprano, Mr. Soprano, we called him. And all I could think of, I was like, man, everybody else sitting in the other sections got totally screwed today. We're like, it's like a bunch of 14-year-olds being like really snotty, and like the Red Knight rules.
Did they have banter the 2 nights?
I don't remember, but it sounds likely.
They totally do, yeah.
So there's like a little rivalry that they kick up, like it's a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Has anyone ever been like seriously injured at medieval times?
It has to have happened.
There has to. It's been around for like 30 years, right?
Well, they're real metal swords, right?
I assume so.
Using. I mean, they're not sharp,
they're
obviously.
They're not
but...
swords. They're poles, but you can still get hurt with them.
Well, no, they had a. I mean, at least when I went there a long time ago, they had the jousting, but they also had like a melee. Because I remember specifically because they were swinging these swords at each other, and there were just like these massive sparks coming off the swords, which was awesome. But I was like, how did they do that? Because that doesn't just happen, right? Like off of 2 metal swords, does it?
Yeah, it should.
Dude, somebody said that someone died at the one in Toronto a few years ago.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
At a Canadian medieval times, no. They were beheaded during the dinner?
No.
I don't believe that.
That's the second Canadian beheading I've heard about recently.
I would have heard about that. Somebody got their head cut off at dinner.
Yeah, that would have been in the monthly pamphlet.
Did you hear about this story from
Joffrey commanding them, and they put the head on a stake?
I would pay extra, though.
I don't want to see that for dinner.
You're right, though. Even though nobody said this. They should just put death row inmates in medieval times and turn it into a real blood sport.
Okay, yeah. You are right. Person that didn't say that. No, I went too far.
How far can you get away with things if you have waivers? Can you do literally anything, or is there a limit still, even with waivers?
There's got to be a limit with waivers,
there's definitely
right?
a limit, yeah.
Okay, so I was coming up with an idea for a reality show that doesn't air for a year until after it's done recording.
Okay.
The premise is, I take all the Twitch money I've made, turn it into gold bars and gems, put it in a treasure chest, double bogey. And then you put it at the back of a cave, but you like advertise through word of mouth and like pamphlets and like ways that you can't really be traced back that this stuff's there, and you just rig it up with a bunch of Indiana Jones style traps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like you just have cameras everywhere.
Yeah,
and
100% you cannot create a murder cave.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me finish.
Yeah.
My first idea was to have it advertised so people know it's there, and then you can like make a big spectacle and interview them and stuff. My second idea, when I realized that's probably implausible, is you make it on private property.
Oh, now, right, okay, it's a castle doctrine sort of situation.
So you came onto my property and tried to steal my treasure.
What's great about that is that
footage.
if they got your treasure, you could still just kill them.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the perfect crime. That's the perfect crime involving an extremely elaborate murder.
Basically, the whole thing with the waivers was for naught, because really it was just about them going onto my property, and that's really the end.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, did you know there's an Amazon Prime original based on The Purge now?
Oh my god, really?
In my bachelor existence, I found myself looking at it and being like, yeah, I'll watch that. And then I like went out to the kitchen and came back and was like, what the fuck? Like I sobered up from my purge-based inebriation and was like, I'm not gonna watch 10 episodes of something based on The Purge. Are you insane? I've never even seen The Purge.
Yeah, that's definitely that'll turn you. What? Hold on. How do you craft a show around a single day? Is like each episode
different perspectives?
It's
like Crash.
Yeah, like what happens in that show?
I don't know why we're so obsessed with The Purge, honestly. I didn't really.
Well, I think it's because it's like, it's so close to being a good idea. I'm not really joking.
I know that very well.
Like, I don't think there should be a day where all crimes are legal. But I think there should be a day where some crimes are legal.
Said with that roguish look in his eye. What was that?
Which crimes?
I haven't really thought about it.
By the way, I'm not planning an actual murder cave in case anyone was worried about that. I was just curious about what the laws are regarding that kind of thing.
Well, now you know, Nick, that 20 years from now, if you're involved in some sort of strange murder cave crime, this is showing up at the trial.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not planning on it.
This ramp sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does. It's like shoots you straight up.
Yeah,
Look,
you can go to the other one. The one on the other
ramp.
side was fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Try going at an angle, maybe? I don't really know why that would help, but... But you thought of it, though?
He's
Wait,
right.
You're saying anything you think of is something you'll do?
That sounds like thought crime, Mr.
Yeah, I think that's thought crime. Did you get a wooden ball with my name on it?
Yeah, did you scream, "Run!" at the end of the movie? That was so spooky.
Did you hold up a whole bunch of umbrellas and then use them to conveniently duck out like it was some sort of David Cage game?
Did you get an eye transplant from Peter Stormare?
Did you inject the bottom of your chin with some sort of skin-dissolving weird collagen material that makes you melt like a leathery weird man?
When was the last time you watched Minority Report?
Oh, it's been like 10 years.
So I have
like
two...
when it came out,
okay.
more or less.
I have two things I want to point out. Three things. One is it holds up. Two is... there's a really gross scene after he gets his eyeballs transplanted where he reaches into the fridge to grab a glass of milk and a sandwich, but there's like a really moldy one and he drinks it and throws up. Then I never realized that it's also
like comedy.
Like there's so many comedic moments in Minority Report.
Yeah.
Like there's a part where he has his old eyeballs in a Ziploc bag. And he drops them down the staircase
and rolling away.
Yeah, they go like plunk, 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 and he's like running around trying to pick up his eyeballs so we can use them to get past the ocular scanner.
I remember that.
I was like, when I saw this as a kid, I thought this was like a 100% serious movie. And then as an adult, I was like, he dropped his eyeballs down the staircase.
You know, I have like a weird criticism of that movie.
Okay.
It always kind of just like stuck in my mind. They got this weird psychic, weird slave people,
yeah,
right?
the precogs.
The precogs, they can do all the crime stuff and all that cool stuff. They got all this advanced technology, they got the floating text that they can hit the graphics tablets.
Right, yeah.
All that
Dude,
stuff.
that shit's amazing, though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You see what he did with his fingers where he enlarged by moving his fingers apart?
Amazing.
We're like 20 years away from that.
So, like, why did they use, like, a 1920s news machine with wooden balls to tell the crime?
Because it's fucking awesome.
Why did they use the loom of fate in Wanted to Like, it's just some stupid artifact. I don't know. They just wanted it to be mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, that is, I know, I know it's an irrational criticism, but it frustrated me to know it when I was younger.
I kind of agree. It's a little stupid, but it's also oddly mysterious, and at the time, I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, and I thought it was like, once it's printed on wood, it's like, what are you gonna do? Edit it? You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
all right, yeah.
It's like fate, is concrete, just like wood.
As we
Each
know,
ball is unique.
Yeah, wood cannot be destroyed or changed.
That's true.
It can only be...
Wood can only change forms.
Right.
To other wood, I guess.
Mm. The wooden balls are a certain grade of wood such that they can't be forged or some shit. Oh.
Cyberwood. Okay.
I like the or some shit to really drive back the point.
That's enough for me to believe that person.
Well, they also never show John Anderton eating during the movie. Are we supposed to assume that he just photosynthesizes the energy needed to track down the real killer?
That was the one with the scene, right, where he's, like, in the bathtub, and then the drones come in, and he, like, sinks under the water?
That's correct.
That scene, for some reason, stuck in my head as being very creepy.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
There's, like, all these little droins?
Droins?
Yeah.
Kind of just, like, feeling their way around your apartment, and you just have to wait.
That was Spielberg, right? Minority Report?
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
Actually, it was
Unless
Tom
you're thinking
Cruise.
of AI.
And
AI
Colin
was
Farrell.
also... Yeah. The,
Yeah, I liked AI.
You know what movie is not good, but
Give me one contextual clue. Wait, don't even. So it's from that era, perhaps. I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume that
Can't
you're
say
talking...
Jurassic Park.
You're talking about the 2000 movie Mission to Mars.
Ooh, no, but you're on the right track. It's more similar than you think.
Is it Red Planet?
Oh.
No, not similar to your guess. More similar to Minority Report.
Oh, okay.
We can figure this out, 100%.
From roughly the same era.
I go into the, like, Inception group, but I don't think that's where he's going with that.
That's like 10 years later, probably.
The Chronicles of Riddick.
Well,
that
yes,
is a wrong
but
thing to like that. I agree.
I do like Chronicles of Riddick, but
you like Pitch Black.
I like Pitch Black more. Yeah, I think Pitch Black is a better movie
because of the goggles and the shines.
But you want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
No. I unlocked a Canadian flag. Give me a hint.
Gattaca is a good guess, but also not Gattaca. A hint. Also Tom Cruise related.
Tom Cruise. It's from the 2000s, like early 2000s?
Yeah. Yeah.
Vanilla
Maybe
Sky?
I think it might be mid 2000s.
The Machinist?
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, that's the one. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that one was not bad.
Yeah. Now, well,
You're just
it's
like
bad,
shooting
but
skin all over the land.
yeah. It's not good, but I for some reason I like it. I think it's mostly because I still find that sound that the aliens, the Martians make really creepy. The whoa.
Yeah.
It's that horn that they then started using for everything.
Yeah.
I actually agree. Pivot, by the way? Pivot?
Yeah.
Okay. I also agree
Skribbl.
that I think that movie is pretty okay.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters.
Filmed it in upstate New York.
Oh, makes sense. I saw it in theaters with Malf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just me
Did
and
you guys
him.
make out?
No, I jerked him off, though.
That's good.
Before the Mission Impossible 3 trailer finished.
Right.
I saw the Mission Impossible 3 trailer and went, oh, they're trying to bring back this dead franchise? Good luck.
Edge him a little.
By the way, do we have more than just us for Skribbl?
I don't believe so.
All right.
We'll just tell him there's a bounty for Skribbl and then watch him show up.
Oh, I accidentally hit play and someone's named Gay in there. Okay.
Well, there you go. You know, to each their own.
Gay for
I mean,
pay.
hey, man, more drawing for me. I don't mind. I like the drawing.
Skrillex Quest? That's a game?
Yeah, let's play Skrillex Quest.
I kind of want to get in on that.
So, are we still Skribbl, or is there? Are we doing some pre-snap reads, making an audible?
Why
What's
not,
happening?
man? Let's just play some Skribbler.
Fuck yeah! All right, let's do it.
Like a 30-round Skribbler.
Is there a cap?
Yeah, I can only go to 10. There is your link. Dude, you guys like Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
You guys like?
I don't dislike him.
You guys like the Mass Effect franchise?
Not really.
Yeah.
Well, you are gonna feel not very strongly about the joke I came up with when I was getting this granola bar.
Ooh, okay.
My name is Geth.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
That's the dinosaur people, right?
I think they're like robo people.
Yeah, they're like cybernetic aliens.
Oh, that's that. Okay, which one of the dinosaur people that look like just rhinos?
the Krogans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the ones.
I never finished an entire Mass Effect game, so I couldn't remember.
Dude, Jess, you should use that joke all the time. My name is Jess.
I wanted to like them. I guess I just found the combat a little bit tedious. I much prefer the interaction parts.
What, with Mass Effect?
Yeah, I guess that's just me all over, right? That I would prefer the like walking sim part of it rather than the game.
No,
part.
I'm with you. I didn't think the combat was very fun when I played it. I wasn't big on it.
I like the idea of it though, that it was like this space epic over multiple games, and you retain your progress, and then they end it in a really bad way, and then they make a better ending for it later. That's cool.
Ah, shit. I need to shit. I don't actually need to shit. No, I'm good. But
You said you hadn't shit yet today.
It's not capturing my monitor again. One moment.
Yeah, same
please.
actually.
just draw it.
OBS,
Jess, can you
what
fix
happened?
my OBS, please?
I need to set up a screen region. Oh right,
I can't do
I
it
know.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
Shit.
Shit.
Fuck. Hold on. Sorry.
Shit. If you haven't updated OBS, by the way, they added scene grouping, which is great.
That sounds great.
Dan did it, and he said it broke his OBS, but he also has problems
Dan.
every single
Yeah.
week with it, so...
Boom.
No, I had no problems. This is just the thing that I sometimes have an issue with.
I promise you, chat,
Whoa.
you are missing nothing right now.
Yeah.
The drawing only just started now.
Okay. Well, we're doing an audible.
I just cannot get capture to work. One sec.
I switched over to window and just did it that way.
Like display, you mean?
No, I tried to use display. I switched to window.
Really? Okay.
What is this?
It might be due to the Chrome update. Flagpole. You can type flagpole and get the
Oh, okay.
points.
He's right.
I thought it was some medieval thing.
Well, I mean, it is, I suppose.
Ooh, which one should I do? Yeah, this seems easy enough.
It's not getting it with window capture either.
Have you? Sorry, I was dealing with my own shit. Have you tried display? Display's not working.
Yeah, display is not working either. Like, it says it can capture, and then in the preview window, it shows it. But when I make it the active scene, it does not show it at all.
Do you have, like, the anti-cheat stuff? Try toggling that on or
Oh, what is that?
That
It's
might
like
work.
Properties.
That can help.
off. Yeah, it's like Yeah. It's in
Anti-cheat
properties. Compatibility hook, yeah.
Is that shows up in display as well?
I
I thought
yeah,
that was just in windowed capture.
I think it's in all of them. You have that option, but I could be wrong.
Yes, I'm still here, okay? I'm trying to... It's not sun, it's this
It is.
one. Okay, it's not that one either. I'm sorry, chat. I'm working on it, okay?
Oh. I made a strange guess on that one, to be
Pretty
honest.
solid drawing. I mean,
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Look, it looks like a cover of an album of this genre of music.
Oh, it finally got it. Okay, one moment, chat. One moment.
Was it
Damn.
the cheat hook or was it?
No, I just made a second scene,
Oh
that works?
yeah.
and then it was like, yeah, we're good. So I'll start drawing this for you in just a moment.
Please do.
This is why people hate software updates. Because they're necessary, but simultaneously, sometimes they break things.
Mm-hmm.
what I'm amazed is how has my car not updated yet?
Right?
I've had it for a year and a half, and I've never updated the firmware, yet my phone has updated a ton, and it uses stuff from my phone.
Dude, you know what's another thing that they're going to update? Is they might
Toothbrushes.
they might give a hot fix patch to the NFL soon next week.
Really?
Well, that's good.
Yeah, they don't do that usually, but
Like there's
they're
a
gonna have
rule
to.
issue?
I think it's more of a tradition thing that they don't change rules in between, like during the season. But in this particular case, yeah, I think they're gonna change something because
Okay.
everyone's
Box.
real mad.
Were they gonna finally take my idea and make it 5 downs instead of 4?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Why did they
Well-
stop at 4?
You know, isn't in the CFL? Isn't it 3 downs?
It is 3 downs.
Yeah,
I would never have gotten that.
As a mini clip.
yeah, I definitely would not have gotten that.
Hey, Kate. No, that was
you
a
playing?
cat.
What?
Oh, I accepted a bounty for you, Kate.
Oh,
Also, did you guys get kicked from the game?
thank you.
No,
I got kicked from the game.
I see
Probably didn't
that.
say you were there.
You can
Close
just
to check.
rejoin whenever.
All right, I will attempt to rejoin. Troubleshooting day.
I believe in you. Also, no friend day. What's that about?
Dude, I don't know. Probably, again, no bounty, no stream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, nothing of value was lost.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
What you got there?
No, I haven't. Oh, dude, you know what I got there?
Let me guess.
Boys?
Is it a lunch?
Related.
Okay. Is it an ingredient to make food?
No,
So it's a completed food product.
correct.
I knew it. I am going to say you and Jess got baklava.
No, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever had baklava?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baklava's great. Oh, I get it.
I am going to guess that you and Jess got Tim Tams.
The almond one. It's
No.
like marzipan.
I'll tell you what, if you guys were really good friends and you followed my Twitter, you would know.
I do see your Twitter. Rob, I tweet things at you sometimes and you don't see them.
I see him. I always I
Jaffa
like.
cakes.
Yeah, he's right.
That's a
Yeah,
Tim
yeah,
Tam, more or less.
sort of. Well, yeah, all those things. Yeah, Jaffa cakes. Have you guys ever had them?
I have never
Probably.
had a Jaffa cake.
They're delicious.
That's one of those
They're
British
very
foods,
good.
right?
Yeah,
Like Alpen.
it's like a little cake, and then there's a orange jelly layer, and then there's chocolate on top.
I have
Orange
not
and jelly.
purchased
Good.
a prepared, like, baked good in a long time.
Really?
I'm
Not
fully
even a
on,
muffin?
like, no, I'm like a potato chip kind of guy. It's like the sweets aisle has no appeal to me.
Oh, okay. yeah,
The
fair.
salty snack aisle, 100% invested in.
Yeah, you're not a sweet guy. You
Not
don't get a sweet
really.
tooth?
Not for the most part, at least.
What about savory and sweet? Both at the
I
same
mean,
time.
I'm doing that, but it's for the savory more so than for the sweet. I
Just
understand
like, give
the
me some
combination.
chocolate-covered pretzels. I'm in heaven. That's my favorite.
I don't like to buy those because if I buy them, I will eat them. And if I eat
So-
them, then my body is mad at me. It's mostly what that
Okay.
comes down to. But if I'm at like a catered venue and they have them, I'll eat them as well. But they're free. So it's like a perfect opportunity. You only lose once in that deal.
Mm.
Exactly. Mouth feel good, body feel bad. Precisely. Oh my god.
This is vaguely Dracula fetus style.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, now it's even more so.
Oh no. Okay,
Wait, who?
that's Isaac.
Yeah, but who's the other one?
I think that's me.
Oh,
Oh.
why are you so like
Yep.
creepy looking?
Man, that is
What?
very gross.
Tongue? That
That's,
drawing is so little to do with that.
Dude, that's Venom.
All right.
That's what you do when you record the videos, right? That's more or less.
More or
You
less.
sit and drool over pictures of Isaac.
Mostly I just say whatever pops into my head,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
you know, forever.
Mhm. That's what I envision when you make Isaac videos.
Yeah. It's like sometimes I think of things and I'm like, I shouldn't say that because it reflects poorly on me, but I have to say it because otherwise there would be 10 seconds of dead air. So I just say it. I always like a good gorge, like a Nicholas
doesn't, you
Gorge
know?
drawing here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's nice. The colors
Great.
look nice.
The depth is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
Oh.
I mentioned it on the NLSS before, but imagine that first guy that discovered that you could draw with depth.
Mm.
Imagine that fucking mind-blowing moment. Because it was like thousands of years before anybody just decided, like, oh yeah, you could put a little shading on it. It looks like it's 3D.
Do you think that people were like afraid of the drawing?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, if you look at it, it steals your soul.
Ugh.
You don't get it, huh?
I got in there.
Oh, Rob doesn't get it.
I don't get it. Yeah, no. I'm here to draw, not to guess.
I mean,
Here
that
for a
house
good
is
time, not for a long
is a prime location to get some
Yeah.
beachfront property. If it was like
I think
6
the house
inches
is
to the
going in.
right. Oh, yeah, well, in that case. Dude, I had a food anecdote. I accidentally bought the worst tortilla I've ever had in my life yesterday.
Was it corn?
Okay.
It was not corn. It's a brown rice tortilla.
Oh,
So
I understand. Those are awful.
I knew going in that it might not be great, but it was the only tortilla at the grocery store in the size that I wanted. And then I don't really remember what happens with the rest of this, but it's got like something like this going on. So I bought it, despite it, not necessarily looking that good.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Is it
How close is that to what the landmass
It's really
looks
more
like?
like
Spain? Oh, Jess knows.
more like that kind. It looks like a Dorito.
Oh, there's a little
yeah,
bat.
you're right.
There you go.
She's right. She's right. She's right.
Uh,
Oh, I cannot draw this character, so I'm gonna.
But long
I'm
story
desperate.
short, they came frozen as well, which was like, immediately bad. But I was like, it's the only tortilla the right size. And then I made like a wrap today, and as soon as I rolled it, it ripped in half. And then I basically just had like a weird wrap sandwich, and it was like eating wrapping paper.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
It was not good.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It doesn't look anything like
Oh,
this character
oh,
right
Now it does.
now. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm
I
surprised.
thought you were drawing a fucking caterpillar for a minute there.
I thought that was Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
After I
Almost.
thought it was the Planters Peanut Man.
I thought it was Snoopy.
I can't just use bread because there's some ingredients that only work in a wrapped context.
Dude, how do you guys feel about wraps in general?
I
Love 'em.
prefer a sandwich for the most part, but I do. I can get down with a wrap for sure.
See, I'll be honest. I'm much closer to Ryan on this because with a wrap, a lot of the time, I end up finishing the wrap, and I'm like, man, I really wish that was just a sandwich. Because at the end, you get all the, if there's any sauce, it all condenses at the bottom.
That's the best bite?
Well, but then that last bite is literally just tortilla folds.
No.
Yeah, you get a bite that's just like 3 different layers of tortilla coming together.
I don't think you're biting responsibly. There's a way to do this that gets you just the right distribution. And at the last bite, I want to have one tiny bit of the meat left, at least a chunk of tomato, a good bit of sauce, and then like an equal distribution to the meat of wrap. And if I do that, I feel like that is worth all of the rest of the time spent to get that one bite of perfection.
See, maybe I'm eating my wraps wrong. It could be.
Like, I'm not kidding. I really have a practice when I go into a wrap. I'm ready for that last bite the whole time.
That's it. See,
Mine
right now, I'll be honest,
Borat.
when I'm ordering takeout, I scroll right past wrap section.
My name, Borat.
It's my name is Jester.
What? Is this a Tuesday thing?
It's a classic meme from when I was in middle school 2 years ago.
My name, Borat.
It's two different my names. I know, Ruka. I know.
A-L-D. Oh.
Don't feel secondhand embarrassment for me unless you're subscribed. Okay, I mean, this is just... I typed that in chat. My bad. Yeah.
This can't be Popeye. His midsection wasn't this ripped.
Here's the thing. In a wrap, there's a few ingredients that go way better. One of them, I would think, would be like any ingredient that's a little loose. You know, could come out. Like when I've been having these chickpea wraps, you can't have a chickpea sandwich. You bite down, you're going to get chickpeas everywhere. I also feel like I kind of prefer the sauce delivery mechanism in a wrap, because you can, by constructing it in the proper fashion, you can make it so that every bite has the same distribution of sauce.
Right, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh, there you go.
Why was this so hard?
Great question. Why was it so hard?
I tried so many words, none of them were quite right. It's a shame.
Roka.
See, I mostly just want to get jacked enough so I could do that pose, and you know, not necessarily the hard dick part, but the, you know, like with the arms behind the head, and you know, just like the rippling muscles like stopping me from reaching the back of my head.
You can still do it, but it doesn't look as impressive if you're not jacked.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing going on here if I do this. Like, there's just you're just seeing like the part of my arm that doesn't see sunlight ever. That's all you're seeing.
Dude, this is a beautiful drawing.
You like it?
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know. I just in my head, I was like, I just want to make a nice porcupine, and it came out kind of nice the way I wanted.
I mean, I liked it.
Just like a sweet little silly porcupine. Saw a groundhog coming out of a bush the other day. You don't see too many of those. He's just hanging by the side of the road, standing on his rear legs.
How much longer do we have of winter?
He didn't tell me.
Oh, well.
I was just driving past, so I didn't really get to have a nice convo with him, but I'm sure if I would have stopped, he would have had a discussion.
I once saw a pelican at Frisco Bay. He tried to take my cell phone and ran away.
Did you tell them fly away, pelican?
I'm
not sure.
You guys don't have this one yet, huh?
I like what's going on here, but I don't really understand it.
It's just kind of cool art so far.
Yeah. Kind of digging it. Space stuff.
I could take or leave the stars, and is that Japanese in the left corner?
Oh.
Is there Japanese cursive?
Oh, Jess is a genius!
Huh.
She's so smart.
Oh, wait, I think I see. There's 3 letters at the end.
Resin.
The American, it was going to have an arrow that pointed to, like, the middle of the Milky Way.
Well, we're going to have the Space Force soon, so we will own space.
I mean, I would rather you own space than some other countries.
How long's the list?
It's probably in the double digits, at least.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
I mean, there's like a few obvious ones, but then...
Yeah.
Yo, this is the Joker.
Probably that country that really needs to get laid.
Yeah, North Korea would be at the bottom for sure. And then, like, Belgium, just because.
Why do you hate Belgium?
They had their chance, you know? They had so much history before we came onto the stage, and what did they do with it? Invented the saxophone.
There is Japanese cursive.
Several cheeses.
That lip looks bumpy, man.
Plus, all the Belgians are asleep right now.
So they can't be subscribing to you.
Exactly. Oh, what's wrong with the Joker?
What? I don't know what this is, but I love it.
Is this a clownfish?
That's pretty silly.
Yeah, it's a clownfish. Yeah, did you see Joaquin Phoenix is going to be playing the clownfish?
Yep.
Yeah,
the new Joker, and he looks real silly.
Yeah, it does. I like him.
I hope he
And
says,
the Joker's
why
meant
so
to look
serious?
silly.
Well, you know what?
That was my favorite part, you're right.
Joaquin Phoenix is one of those actors that we talked about like on like last week, where even if I don't see everything he does, I at least trust that he's doing something interesting.
Yeah, except for that one long period where he was doing a social experiment.
Yeah, I don't know what
making
happened
people
there.
Yeah, it was very confusing, that whole period of time with him. They made a movie about it, right?
Yeah, I'm not here.
Right. Did you ever see that? I never saw that.
No, never even heard of it, honestly. What is this?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is that Commander Video?
It's a prisoner with a spear underwater. Oh,
Dude, he's got to pee really bad. He's almost full.
there you go. Sometimes you
done
get
it.
filled up with pee, you know?
It was gonna be the flippers, but like I didn't give him enough legs.
I mean, I liked it. You guys gonna watch Aquaman?
I think
Also, he was only less than a fifth full. That wasn't that full.
I think that Aquaman looks kind of bad.
Oh, it looks terrible.
But
Looks
if you
Yeah, I
say
don't like
that,
Aquaman.
people accuse you of being paid by Kevin Feige to say that it looks bad when it really...
I haven't even heard this one. That's
Well, Justice League sucked, but there's still a chance for Aquaman. It's
Oh,
from
is
the
it-
Saw director.
oh, it's
Enchilada.
it's not Nipples the enchilada?
Is that? I think that's how you spell it. I don't think it's one of those. It looks so much like my drawing, though.
It does really look like a porcupine. That's a hand turkey.
That's the
With eyes?
Chaos Gauntlet.
Oh, those are Infinity Stones.
Yeah, those are Infinity Stones.
Hope they
So
remember you.
that's Vision as a hedgehog?
Actually, it might be a spider attacking the fingers of the gauntlet.
Oh, it's. I didn't.
It's a rare knuckle-eating
Right.
spider. They survive off of human knuckles.
That was Knuckle, the porcupine?
Yeah, Chaos Emeralds are kind of the original Infinity Stones. And they make... Basically, they make Sonic into Goku, going
Dude.
Super Saiyan.
I was reading about comic books last night, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Not reading comic books, but reading
What
about
is what
them.
I said?
Oh, well, who would, right?
And I got pissed off. And I'll
I don't blame
explain
you.
why. I was reading about this run that DC did in like 1989 or something called The Death of Superman.
Yeah.
I'm going to
With,
spoil it
Doomsday.
for you. Yeah.
I remember that.
Freaking Doomsday comes and is like, hey, you're dead, Superman. And then, at the end, he just comes back to life.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Oh, spoilers.
It's just like...
Oh, the death of Superman. I mean, I guess that's spoilers by itself.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Like, that's just... That's so, like, brazenly...
Yeah.
Like, it's a
What?
marketing gimmick, you know? It's just like, hey...
Well, hear
guess
me
what?
out. Yeah, go on.
Well, I mean, the punchline is just like, hey, we're selling this comic where Superman dies. And then like, at the end, they're like, just kidding, he's back. By issue 63, he fights Falseface.
So, hear me out. In a DC comic, I'm mostly paraphrasing because I never actually read it, so all the details might not be entirely there. But Batman was killed off a couple of years ago, like Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah.
And they shot him in the head.
Okay.
And
Till he was dead.
Yeah, and so he was dead. And then, like 2 years later, they retconned it, and the way that they retconned it was that the bullet didn't actually kill him. It just sent him back in time, and Batman
had to kill his past.
Right, and then he came back somehow after. Yeah, so, you know.
Well, it's like I was reading, and it was like Act 1. Doomsday comes down, and they get into like a big fight, and Superman dies. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a really dramatic like comic book moment. And then it was like, Book 2. 4 superheroes from the time realm come to Metropolis and all claim to be Superman. One of them checks out as Superman by having memories of only him and Lois that would know, but it turns out they cloned Superman's body and they're using it for nefarious purposes. And I'm like, what is it? You were so close to having like a moment of gravitas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
well,
then you're like, well, I'm Superboy.
The one thing that is positive about the death of Superman whole thing, really, is that you get that sweet all-black Superman outfit that looks dope. That looked pretty cool.
Didn't he have 4 different forms? One of them was like a fireman, and one of them was like metal version.
Those are the 4 original Robot Masters from...
No, there weren't 4 anyway. It was Bomb Man, Elect Man, Cutsman, Freeze Man. I want to say there's 6. Gutsman. Who am I missing? I think there's one more.
Yeah, Timberwolf in my chat says there's Robot Superman, another descriptor Superman, Superboy, and Evil Superman.
Yeah, Cyborg.
Yeah.
Airman. Oh, you telling me, dude?
Airman is... No, that's the second one.
Yeah.
It's one of the best ones. The best songs. What was... Oh, Flame. I missed Flame Man.
Yeah, he looks like a torch.
And in Mega Man 2, there's another Flame Man, but he looks like a lighter. He's called Heat Man.
Oh, no. Please guess before you can draw the obvious.
I'm gonna start drawing. You better get to work, boy.
Is Mega Man 11 out yet?
I don't think so.
I gotta be honest. Yeah. I have not played it, but Mega Man 9 and 10, love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
They did exactly what they needed to do, in my opinion, which was just remake a Mega Man. Yeah. Just be like, hey, it's Mega Man. It's classic Mega Man, and it's out. Mega Man 11, they went with like the 2.5D backgrounds, and it looks very wrong to me.
I agree.
I want them to go back to the Mega Man X era of art for Mega Man.
I would be okay with that. What I hate is the half measure of like the PlayStation 1 2D Mega Man, but they're like, see, we've got 3D backgrounds. That's the one that
like Mighty Number 9 had that style, and it looked awful.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And it just cheapens everything. And they did the same thing with the PSP games, which were competent to play, but they just looked worse. So I don't know why. I guess it's cheaper for asset creation is why they keep doing it.
Can we talk about how Mighty Number 9 might be the most premature celebration on planet Earth when they were like scheduling events and having people, and then they
made a spin-off series on it.
They had a spin-off. They had an anime commissioned for it before it came out.
Yeah,
and then it came out, and it was just like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Which is
Like an anime fan on prom night.
I really love Mega Man, and there are so few things that ape Mega Man.
It's like a brown dick from underneath.
I think it's a turd snowman, so a turd man, and he's got different colored condoms attached to his head. Yeah, I don't like this. This is all horrifying, to be honest.
What is any of this?
I mean, like,
Number
I
two,
know what
Christ.
it is, but like, all right, I'm just gonna do it.
Is
but
this Five Nights at Freddy's?
it's very horrifying. This is a cursed. This is easily cursed.
Oh, I know it. What the? Those are supposed to be eggs?
Those are the
Lord.
condoms from a rainbow.
What's the problem?
What is that shape? They're teardrops.
What are they on?
They're in a basket.
That's the basket. Oh.
They don't look like condoms unless your dick's shaped like an egg.
I mean, it is. So I'd prefer you don't judge me.
Fuck.
Wait. That doesn't fit.
Oh, even better.
Oh, I was gonna.
This is really good.
Oh. I couldn't figure out how that was going to be Cyclops to fit in 5 letters.
Did you
And then he
guys
got
know
hoses.
that Cable is Cyclops' son?
Yeah.
No,
I don't remember.
think I knew that.
It's true.
Really?
I looked it up when I was looking at comic stuff yesterday.
Huh. Maybe we'll find out more about that in Deadpool 3.
And
When
then
they
feel like
was,
I knew that
finally
once.
make your crossover.
looking up Rob Liefeld, I don't know, one of the most maligned comic book artists of the early 90s.
Actually,
We learned
you
a
wanna
lot
know,
yesterday.
You want to know a little comic history for you, real quick?
Yeah, obviously.
So there have been, well, I mean, there have been 3 primary Robins.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I guess 4 now.
Robin what?
Anyway, the second one was a guy named Jason Todd, right?
Yeah.
Fans hated Jason Todd. They really, really disliked him. So at one point, the editors were just like, hey, we're going to have a poll at the end of the comic that says, what's going to happen to Jason Todd? Is he going to live or is he going to die? And the fans all voted to kill Jason Todd.
I think that's the best way to write stories,
Yeah.
is to let
And
the
he-
fans decide what they want to see.
He got brutally murdered. And,
Ooh.
big part of Batman lore now.
I think they should do a Twitter poll version where it's like an entire X-Men series, and every decision that happens in it, they take a Twitter poll, and then they just write it into the next chapter.
It's like a cat ice cream cone. Luigi?
Oh.
Skeleman? Oh, is it? It's just, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Try cat ice cream cone Luigi Skeleman.
I thought that was pretty good.
That was not bad. How am I gonna do this?
Do you guys play as Luigi in any game?
You had to in Mario 2, so I guess that time.
Mm.
Oh, I did it in Mario 64 on the DS because that was a new thing they added. I think they forced you to, though. So, no.
He jumps high.
Yeah,
And
that's
his
cool. But he's also
coconut-
Luigi.
His coconut gun, if I remember correctly, shoots in spurts.
I've heard that, yeah,
That's
about
Luigi?
his coconut gun.
Amazing.
Oh. Wait. Oh. I was like, which one are we doing now? Is this corn, maize, tennis? All right.
It's always tennis.
The cat is like, it is wet food time. It's like, you seem to have forgotten to give me wet food, so I'm trying to remind you.
Father, I desire loops.
Do either of your cats ever get up in your face, meowing wildly and rubbing their face against your face? Yeah, like 100% of the every day.
That's nice. They want to mark you with their scent.
It is nice, but it's also annoying.
At least they don't hate you.
That's very true. Tomo hits me sometimes.
Up with a claw in the face.
Sometimes when I pet Tomo and then I pull my hand away, he hits my hand.
What an asshole.
That's rude.
Did
they do the belly trap where they want you to pet the belly and then they want to hit you as well?
Yeah, they're trying to like bite your fingers.
You should hit him back.
Nah, that's
show him who's boss.
That's punching down.
Yeah.
Did you guys show the URL?
I did not.
Let's go.
I thought you were gonna just end the show for us.
No. Nick, you're the party leader. Could you put it on like 4 rounds, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Kate, what do you want to play on your show? Guacamole. Oh, Guacamole 2.
Oh,
let's go.
I saw a little bit of you playing that, and it looked real good.
That game is good once you get past the opening 20 minutes.
I cannot stand the meme references. It's like too late.
Yeah, but you know, look, Black Panther did it too, so I can look past it.
Black Panther did like 2 memes. Guacamole 2 literally does start with like, you know, oh, how do you do, fellow kids? Do you know the way to Taco Town? And you're like, oh, come on, man. Just let me get to the punching part.
It also does that thing that it seems like every platformer does, where there's just way too much exposition at the beginning.
Yeah, and you're like, I do not care at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think, like...
Again, I don't want to be a dick about it. Like, you're totally entitled to have a ton of story in your game if that's what you want. It's just not really my thing to have a ton of it at the start. You gotta balance it throughout a little better, maybe.
I agree. Like, I just think you have to recognize that even though you've been working on it for, like, 6 years, nobody cares about your story. You have to make people care about your story at the start. Like... I've been banging that Guacamole drum since like 2012. Oh.
This is like possibly the most professional looking line structure I've ever seen you do.
It's extremely good.
You did it like an actual cartoonist.
So you guys are at a disadvantage, until right now, because this is that's literally
it's Nightwing.
It's a superhero character of my own creation that I've been drawing since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, that explains why you're so good at it.
Yeah, I've drawn this guy before.
His name's Wings.
Played that game.
No, it's not Wings.
Is he from Buffalo?
Yeah, his name is Wings.
Like the Thomas Hayden Church TV show.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm not kidding. You want to know how much of a nerd I am?
Yeah.
No.
I have well over 100 superheroes.
Really? Like you got a whole Justice League and Avengers?
Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Is this Shrek farting?
Come on.
It does look like Shrek farting.
You don't think I would draw something like that?
You know what it is? It's like you're looking from just over Pepe's head from behind. And in the distance, there's a mushroom cloud.
It's Pepe watching the destruction of America. Thanks, Pepe. That's so good.
Yeah. All right. I like that. I like all of that.
Yeah, but he's not doing Monka S. He's doing Feels Good, man. Landscape.
Well, yeah, that's much more. That's not very obvious, it seems. Actually,
that's really all I was doing. But I guess it's Shrek farting and a back of a frog's head.
Mm-hmm. Oh God! Oh my God! What is that photorealistic Pepe? Oh, I don't like that at all. Hey! Wait, is it? Not landscape.
That's very large.
What is Pepe watching this time? Is Pepe watching his final sunrise?
What was the brown thing? That was just an autumn tree.
Oh.
Hey, good job.
Pepe watching the markets for us all.
Yeah, it was gonna be like a green line going up, and then a really, really big red line going down.
It's the market.
Okay, yeah.
You taking a shot at it for real?
Oh, but from the front.
What isn't Pepe watching?
Oh, okay. He's very happy.
Yeah, he does look happier than average.
Oh, no. I can't. This is like it feels Monka, man. Oh, is it
Oh, it
Pepe
is.
hands?
Hold on.
Pee-poo? Tiny pee-poo? What's he got? Oh, that's like a spine and a skull.
Oh my god!
What did you do, Pepe? Also, it looks like two skulls fused together.
Wow. That's amazing. Dude, you made the joke about Pooper, but Corey enabled a bunch of better Twitch TV emotes. There are so many Pepe, like, poop emotes.
Oh, I know.
Poopers, Pooper Z, Pooper S.
I spent 2 hours going through 500 pages on Better Twitch TV of all the things I can unlock.
Like poo-poo hands.
Oh my god!
There's so many.
Oh my god!
What?
Burdot came into my chat with photorealistic Pepe with a gun.
No!
Oh, it's horrifying. It's very terrifying.
Oh, no.
Oh, he doesn't even have,
I screwed it.
yeah, he doesn't have eyeball
Sorry.
sockets anymore.
Uh-oh.
Screwed it up.
Monk ass? Is it monk ass?
I do love Pepe hands.
Pepe hands is good.
Pee-poo.
Pepe please. Peepo dance. There's a lot of Pepes in the world, you
There are a
know?
lot of Pepes in the world. I still
It's too
like
bad
it,
that
man. I know what you're gonna say, but like
I was
in
gonna
like
make that joke, yeah.
in like 3 years, we can use them guilt free.
I'm still using them guilt free.
You can use them on Twitch.
It's a meme.
It's just
Yeah.
on Twitter. You can't use them.
Oh, are they really mad at Pepe on Twitter?
Well, only if you use it.
Fair enough, yeah.
And they're like, "How dare you use this symbol? When I'm old enough to vote, I'm gonna blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Look, I obviously have politics on my mind a lot, but you keep your politics out of my memes. Memes are pure.
He's
and
just
simple.
a happy frog.
He's a frog. He's just a frog, and he's emotive. He's a very emotive frog.
The frog in my basement is still alive. I found him again on the floor the other day, and then he went back under the washing machine. So I think he just lives under the washing machine.
That's kind of
now.
cool.
Yeah.
There's also little salamanders around, too, because it's been raining so much. So they keep sneaking in the basement and just sitting on the cold floor.
Oh.
They're
Maybe
pretty
he's-
neat.
Yeah. Maybe he's changing his sex.
Well, I don't know about that. They're just little, like, black things that they got, like, a stripe down the middle, and they seem kind of funny, and they wiggle a lot.
Oh, we don't have to describe him that way. I mean, that seems a little
No,
unnecessary.
I guess I have a reptile house, yeah. Yeah, he's so funny because he's like, he thinks he's fast, but then he wants to get away and he just kind of like bobbles around and finds his way under the washing machine. What is this?
The only experience I have with a frog is when I was younger, we went to the beach and my cousin found a frog and had it in his hand and he brought it over to me. Is he like, hey, see, he's fine. He's just hanging out. And
Did
then
he
the
piss?
frog peed in his hand.
Yeah, they pee always in your hand. You gotta
Yeah.
watch for that.
And he peed all over him. And
This
then
is
my
very
cousin drank the pee and he swallowed the frog whole. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
Oh.
really good time. As a video.
what was that picture in the middle though?
That's
Was that
a-
the ring girl?
That's the girl from the ring crawling out of the...
I thought it was a tea bag steeping in some kind of fancy, I don't know what. So he ate the frog and drank the pee.
Correct. Yeah. That's exactly what occurred.
That's sad.
Yeah, but man's got to eat. You know what I mean?
Mm. I don't respect meat eaters.
King Book?
It's a really good crown so far. Oh no!
Oh, there he is. King PP.
King PP.
Oh, he's got a beautiful shawl.
I absolutely
robe?
love this.
Royal purple.
What?
As he commands his loyal subjects.
This is incredible.
I like his scepter too.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought it was like crown jewel.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the drawing yet.
Oh my god.
The answer to your question is no.
Oh, okay. Can we get there soon? As we got like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm drawing it right now. There you go.
All right. Well, I didn't.
Photo
Yeah.
frame.
I thought I had more time. God damn it.
All right.
It was really good though.
Thank you. God damn it. Ah, Pepe hands.
Try that again.
If only I had more time.
Is there like a market on Twitch to just be like a chatter?
What do you mean?
Like I don't want to stream anymore. I just want to chat like on twitch.tv/Northernlion and be like a chat celebrity.
I guess
No.
if you were like a bot and you tell people to go look at your butthole, then yeah, maybe.
I think you want to do like IRL streams, maybe.
That's a creeper. That's what ends with an H, with a creeper.
It was a night like this 40 million miles ago. I found a creeper nest. I found some diamond sapphires too. And then I heard that telltale hiss coming beyond the wall. I turned to run. It was too late. I watched the diamonds fall. I walked the creeper soar.
You know, fun fact, this is not the first time that Northernlion has been involved in a Minecraft-related parody.
Very true.
Yeah.
You used to do a series with Josh where you would talk about Minecraft while you played Minecraft.
You did a machinima
Well,
with
not
Minecraft,
really,
yeah.
Not really a series, more like a one-off mistake.
It was a machinima.
Yeah, it's a machinima. It's a machinima on machinima.
That's because he was on machinima and still
Yeah.
is to this day.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you for the guess.
I've seen quite a bit of those. My girlfriend's very into that.
Into machinimas?
No, Hello Kitty.
Oh, okay. I was like, what year is it?
Yeah, she watches a lot of Minecraft machinimas. I mean, maybe people still do that. I don't know.
I remember way back when there was a
Oh.
website that did specifically World of Warcraft machinimas. And there was this one project, and I forget. Oh wow, okay, fair enough. I just needed the
We were just
eyebrows.
waiting
Huh?
for something other than the clouds, I guess.
And I don't remember what it was called. It was like something, and
Was it Machinima Respawn?
No, it was a oh god, it was. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but I remember that it was like really high production value for the time in machinimas, and I was like into it. I was like, yeah, I want to see more. And they made like 2 episodes, and then they were like, yeah, we're coming out with the next one. And then a month passes, no news. 2 months pass, nothing. 6 months, feels bad, man. And then I started checking once a year. Just never made it. Just never made any more. I'm still sad.
Ruka's so sad.
He wanted to see it too.
What? Is this Dan G or Dong?
Oh, that's Dong.
Okay.
It does look like Dong.
Zero
yeah,
Dong.
okay. Oh, it's a 0. I thought you were doing like a Ghostbusters you know.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dun, dun.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ghost bust, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. You remember the classic song from the...
I hate when I bust. Love when I bust.
It's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
Oh.
She doesn't have a dong.
Well, let's take some time to pimp our channels. Oh, dude, but first, man,
There's
the
more.
top. Sorry, guys. See you in hell. Because
Bye.
check this out. I just got an email. I'm off this stupid platform. Wrenches.
Oh shit.
Here's a middle finger for you. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Manage the top basketball teams in Europe.
Oh.
I've finally been recognized.
Wow.
Hello,
Here we go.
Northernlion. Hello.
The legendary video game International Basketball Manager
Wait. You got the offer
features
too?
the official license of EuroLeague basketball in its debut on Steam today.
Oh.
This game contains the 40 best teams in Europe, which took part in European club tournaments in seasons 2017 to 18. It also includes 12 unlicensed World National Leagues and 7 international competitions. How do you feel about that?
Hold on a second, Nick.
Yeah?
Feel the pressure for reaching victory as you turn your team into one of the greatest squads ever?
All three?
No, I don't know. No, that's not what the next line is, actually.
Okay, how about this one? Save Earth from savage aliens at all costs. Take command of Earth's first and only interstellar starship. They found me.
I did get an email that says the title of the email is "Lots of Balls." New Steam game out now.
Come play with lots of balls. Lots of Balls is a modernized take on old classics, updating them with modern concept and ideas.
Yep.
Yeah, turns out we're all subscribed to many mailing lists.
But I thought I was chosen. Did you guys
Paddle team.
Yes.
Did you guys get this one? FTL on steroids.
Oh boy.
Did you receive that one?
I don't think so. Let me see.
on.
FTL on steroids. Yep. Yes, it did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Shortest trip to Earth.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Streaming consideration PC roguelike spaceship stream.
How about
Says it.
Could You Kill? Psychological horror, The Works of Mercy, released now.
Oh, I already got a code for that.
Okay,
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. Yep.
Just give it a second.
Hold on, let me find one.
Depth of Extinction has emerged.
I don't think I have that one. How about
Get
this
games
one?
you'll love with Indie Boost.
Rekindle old friendships in Nelke and the legendary alchemists, Ateliers of the New World, and continue the reunion with the Atelier Arlen Series Deluxe Pack. Is that all the title of one video game?
I've seen worse.
That is insane.
Oh no! God damn it! From Friday, September 7th, last call, streamer event, Magic the Gathering Arena. Fuck!
Last
That's what
call,
everybody's
is that
been
the-
doing. Shit! I should have paid attention to that.
That's so
Was
good.
that the first part of the subject?
Yeah,
Last
it's
call?
last call in all caps, streamer event. Fuck!
Streamer event. I didn't get that one.
Oh, man.
New course, MongoDB, the complete developer's guide. Did you guys get that one?
All right, I'm sorry, Wrenches. It turns out I can't be in the business of making enemies right now. I have not been selected to lead Europe's best basketball teams. Which, I mean, to be honest, is that even a full-time job anyway?
Oh!
They had several.
Boom, boom.
Oh, my Coach Vilnius, BC.
Anyway. Suck on that, Lithuania. Why don't we take some time to pimp our channels? We'll start with Robert.
Hi, I'm Rob, also known as Alpaca Patrol. You can find me at Alpaca Patrol everywhere, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Also discord.gg/Alpaca Patrol. I am here at Twitch, and for the rest of my streams, most likely for the next, month or so, I'm gonna have a webcam on because I got my girlfriend here. And
Why do you only do them when Jess is there?
Oh,
He's dressed.
yeah, like I dress when she's here, and I shave, and I stay kempt rather than the unkempt nature of my normal life.
I understand.
Like a good camping.
So yeah, so it's more of a kempt lifestyle. So
All right.
we got the webcam on, so that's a good time. And then we do movie night every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it's entirely possible that might be postponed this Saturday because we might be jousting and getting drunk on turkey legs in the Renaissance Fair on Saturday. It depends. We got to figure stuff out. And yeah. Also one last thing. Thursday Night Football is on Twitch for the rest of the season. So if you want to watch the game, I'm gonna be in my chat chatting, and I'll probably host the game or something.
So there's Sunday football, Thursday football.
Yes.
Is there Monday? How many days of football
there is
are there?
Monday football.
4 less than there are days of anime.
Yep. Correct. Yeah.
361 days of football.
Thursday, Monday, and Sunday.
When does it stop again?
February.
All right. That's cool.
How about you, Nicholas?
Yo, Rockley Smile here. You check me out, twitch.tv/Rockley Smile if you're interested. Got community game night coming up tomorrow. We've got movie night unless Rob is not there. Sunday, Indie Sampler on Sunday. Monday is NLSS again. I got my schedule up on the Twitter at Rockley Smile. And on Tuesday, I get to have another tube put down my throat. So we'll see if we do a Persona stream. If not, I'll move it to something like Friday. We'll see how I feel that day. If it hurts or not, we'll find out. So, yeah, that's exciting. Thanks for watching another NLSS.
Roka? Roka?
That's not even like a DAE sports ball. I don't really mind the sports ball. It's just like I miss Rob, and he's just always watching football.
Look,
that's really the only reason I get salty about it.
My pain.
That's fair.
Look, football is only on half the year, and I get to be excited.
That's half a year!
I get to be excited. My team has a rookie QB who might be
Some of the
good.
things I like only exist for like 3 days.
Well, should get into football. It happens every year.
That's a valid point.
Yeah. It's like a TV show that never ends.
It's like an RPG, but with like real people instead of nerd figurines.
Yeah, very true.
Then they turn them into nerd figurines anyway.
That's true.
And you still get to paint the players.
What?
The eye goop, the black mark.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works. Yeah. That's not what I meant, really, but...
Painting your chest because you like a team so much you just want to put paint on you?
Well, yeah, you could do that, or you could kidnap them and keep them in your basement and paint on them.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
You guys see these pictures of Danny DeVito cooking?
No.
They're pretty good, man.
That sounds wonderful. Where is that?
I mean, I'll just link him in chat here. You can see.
Link it.
He's just a nice little happy man. Making some pasta, drinking some red wine.
He's just having a good time.
Just a happy dude. That first picture,
Danny
it's like a Mathis intro. He's like, hey, didn't see you there.
Yeah, that's good.
That last one, he's perplexed by that pasta he's stretching out. He's like, I don't know what to do with that.
Too long, Charlie. Anyway, Charlie. I'm gonna hang up. See ya.
All right, thanks for having me on.
Okay.
I did it, and it's always sunny. Just that first picture is really good. Wine Glass 1 is also great. I posted the link, it got banned. How do you feel about Kate spending millions to try to get King DDD? Well, here's the thing. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. So, we are now unleashed or something? I don't know. Hello, Wrenches. I apologize for my earlier comment about giving you the middle finger, especially on a bountiful day that was uncalled for. But I'm going to read out some names. Hold on, Streamlabs. There we go. They have names, but wrench is a title. It's like you don't call your doctor, you know, Vanessa. You call your doctor, doctor. It's like wrench is a superlative. It's a step up. You call your doctor by her first name? Well, do you have any respect? Just don't call me late for dinner. Anyway, speaking of which, I'm late for my wife's stream. I'm going to read out names really quick, then go over to twitch.tv/lovelymomo and watch us play some Guacamelee 2. We've gotten through the meme portion, and we're ready to play the real game. The Proletariat, Arturus98, Monomo Man, Mick Monoman, I should say, Vixa Velocity, Zyconix, I Bites the Cheese Block, Turtles Fly, Mr. Redead, Havoc 6789, Antimatter Gizmo, and Mazurin, Storherk, Lugnug, Mr. Funky Lizard, Havoc 6789, Picnic Porpoise, Lutzi, Urgot Fantasy, Zero Haas, Eric JK, Delta is Change, Body Balint, Spooky Guy Kona, M. Sirhard, Mr. Spagbull, Valhalla Shiny and Chrome, Clock Radio, Beard 94, Keblin, Savage, Afrofish, Cooling 57, Y2K the Second, Kachopper 90, One Cool Snail, Mega Hats, Salicon with 5 gifted subscriptions. Salicon with a subscription to themselves, the gift that keeps on giving. Inside Walk, Swooyan, Feachan, Adam Levi, Forcello, Honey Bear Jr., Strikes Anywhere, Funky Gnome Delta 214, Dammy 98, SJS 42, Hilius, Damien P 2020, Their Guy, Sarah Marie Party, The Odyssey, The True Lord Corgi, The Irish 44, Flaming Blue Jay, Spooky Kool-Aid, Cadfog, Zodum, Kyle, Jerkin and Lurkin, Hesitant Hedgehog, Cat Hands, Laxer 1312, Northernlion's Hair, gifted a sub to J Brown, Death Knight 2018, Jagarello, Sarah K 8, Serac 8, or Sarah Kate, Stood Far Back, Crucicle, David Realm of the Mad God, Knobber, excuse me, Ruka. Oh, it's Tomo. Tomo wants in. Challenger, Parrots, Gene Face, Gnarly Narwhals, Cassie the Geek, Rojo Pantalones, Killed Thing 123, Escasane, D-Flu, Kamakai, RT the Man 121, The Official Cheesy Nacho, CT Nasty Man, Wacky Head, Sloppy D, JT the Chocolate Sailor, Ronin 471, Garif QKHC, Brown Coat Moose, hello again Tomo, N.A. Jack, Farfid Nuggin, Yeet Sweet, Mechacell, Von Ruski, Flayin' God, Psycho Peanut, Keskase, Chaos the Cow, It's Me Bok Choy, Doctor Who 2016, Karma 128, Achuawa, excuse me boys, can you please stop with the squeaky door? XX Tarvos XX, Fourth Cruise Fest, Oxboy Lake, Fishman 898, Shady Response, NGO Problem, Canuck Dizzle, Moe Torre, Biker Ben, Normac gifted a sub to Luigi Master, Zombie LPK, and Bracken. Thank you guys very much for the subscriptions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making an effort to watch without ad block. I will be live with my wife right now, twitch.tv/lovelymomo. See you there. See you there right now.